Welcome back to another episode of No Jumper News. Today is Wednesday, June 11th, and we have a very special cast with us today. Flacasita.
Yo, man.
What's going on, my guy?
We back with Remo and F Nasty.
It's the brick, not the trick.
Man.
I'm Brick Baby today, fool.
Ooh, I like
Brick
that.
today?
Yeah.
You guys should all pick different characters and hosts to be, and just
On
encompass
6-0.
that. Who are you gonna be today, Flacco?
I'm Poetic Flacco today, man. Come on, feel
You
me?
should be Unk.
Poetic Jala is my real name.
Unk, nah, man. When I seen that episode last night, shout out to Unk, man. That was,
That was some of the funniest stuff I've seen in a
man,
That
bro,
was
that
one of
gave
the
me
best
anxiety, man,
episodes,
watching
man.
that
Yeah.
episode, bro.
You didn't like it?
No, I liked it, but it just made me anxious. Like, and he's talking and Brandon talking. It's just, you feel me? And the end stepping in, bro. It was just a lot going on. You feel me? You feel me? But yeah, man, shout out to Unk, man. I feel like Unk is a great
Great addition to the No Jumper cast that we got going on right now. We rebuilding right now. So if y'all feel like y'all should be the next No Jumper host, send a video to the DMs. Send Josh a video. You know what I'm saying? Show us y'all talent. Let us know why we should even have y'all up here, because we definitely looking for some more talent.
Well, yeah, and then two, I have a interview series that I'm doing that's coming with with a few. So like I'm just finding people who wants to be like No Jumper hosts who I think they're entertaining, and just interviewing them and putting them through, like a
No Jumper camp, boot camp, No Jumper boot camp. we might need to, cause in order for you to be a host up here, you never know. It's a lot of shit that going on, squabbles going on, all type of shit. So we might have to put niggas to boot camp to even be up here.
It's not even boot camp, like, right? No, like me, like I just thought that it'll be great to do like, just like find, like random people and just bring them here and interview them. I think the first person I got is a girl who's coming. Right? So, I feel like I have a good gauge on who's
You one of the top
on who will
tier
work, you feel me?
No Jumper A&Rs. I'll say that. I'll give you that. Like, who you take credit for bringing in the building?
Everybody like
Name some people, because honestly, you've been killing it on that side.
Munchie B.
I'll give you the Munchie.
Hefe, Brandon.
Oh yeah, you've been going
Viral
crazy.
Way, TF Third. Yes, nigga. Wait, see, in fact, I'm not even gonna like rehash that. Axe Whack and Axe Lush. I told, hey, bro, bring him in. He's great. Feel me? Right?
Yeah.
Right? Just because I won't do content with him, I think he's great. I said, say for me. But even Lush will tell you that too. So him, yeah, bro, everybody, man.
In a way, me. But I don't know. I don't know if you get the credit from me though.
How do I not get?
Because I asked you and you said it was AD.
No, I'm saying, and he's seen you on my page, AD page, and then like when you was doing like the No Jumper clips, that's the first conversation I had with Adam, and for some reason he thought that he needed permission to ask me, and I, bro, like what you feel me? Like why you ask me for, you feel me?
Shout out my boy Big Flacco. I think I got you beat though, so far.
I'll be real, nah, man.
Nigga, Whack 100, FYBJ Main, nigga, the whole Chicago way.
Wack was here way before you.
Fuck no, nigga, I created the Adam and Whack show, bro. Ask Adam.
But Wack was here before you though.
Nigga, he's done podcasts here. So many people done podcasts here, but
no, I'm
was
talking
not
about
a host at No Jumper until
no.
I hit Adam up and said, let's do the Adam and Whack show.
No.
100%.
No, I'm talking about brand new. They like never had them on. You walked them in the building.
I mean, Brick Baby done content with No Jumper before too. Before he was an official host and shit too. Before he got brought in, so it just. But it wasn't.
That's why I didn't claim Brick.
No, but you kind of do have to. I would say this: me and you was in the group chat, definitely vouching for Brick. But I think your interview with Brick remade everybody like, hold on, we might need.
No.
For sure.
No. And it was much deeper than that with Brick, which is why I don't claim Brick. Was I seen Brick go viral on Instagram, and immediately I told Adam, "Yo, we need him to be like a host." And then I tried him out on the Then Monday show, and then I brought him for the hosting, For no,
I give you credit for the brick shit.
Right?
I feel like you definitely brought Brick back around for sure.
It was supposed to be me and Brick was supposed to interview this guy from guy from Philly called Leaf Ward, but then Leaf Ward
he got locked up. Leaf that's OT7 Kwani, big homie.
No, sure, but like at that time, like Leaf wasn't locked up. At the day of the interview, he just called me, man, bro, I missed the flight, man, bro, I even know for me. Yeah, right. So then I said, all right, since like Leaf can't show up, Brick, let me just interview you. But yeah, it's supposed to be me and Brick was supposed to interview Leaf Ward, right? Like, feel me? Yeah, but yeah, I don't claim people who were already here, feel me? Right, like, which is why, like, yeah, I don't claim Brick or the other people. You feel me?
Nah,
suspect.
Huh?
You tried claiming suspect.
And then y'all told me I can't, so I just
brought suspect in though.
Me.
Been coming around way before Flacco was out here.
And that's what I'm saying. If that person was like on the platform first, apparently you can't claim them, even though I brought them on the Monday show.
I feel like, all right, everybody has a No Jumper interview at one point. Wack had interviews at one point. Even Brick Baby did. But like, if you were the one that was like, hey, we should bring this guy on. Like, I don't know how the suspect shit thing played out, but I 100% seen group chats where Brick, you was frontlining for Brick, and I was definitely frontlining for Brick. I was like, hey, yo, I'll fuck with what
if that counts, then bro,
I'm giving you Brick for sure. I give you Brick.
Then I brought like suspect at 95% of the building. Like, if that counts,
you have to count the people you brought in that were detrimental.
Sure. Who?
Let's talk about it. Who?
Oh, I brought Lush back.
No, you didn't. No, the fuck, I brought Lush back.
No,
I 100%. Call Adam right now, nigga. Me and Adam was the only two. No, I 100%. Nigga, Lush was
no.
That's a fucking lie, bro. Literally, I brought Lush back, bro.
Lush gives like me credit on multiple podcasts. And
hold on. I'm finna call Lush. I'm finna call Lush.
Right? Because when Lush, I guess he came back and on the Monday show and, and Suspect and the other dude and the fat nigga was like, no, we don't want him here. I said, bro, Lush needs to be a regular host. I was pushing for him.
He probably definitely was, but it was deep.
Ask Lush, man.
I'm finna ask Lush right now.
Yeah, feel me?
If he answer, what Lush on? Lush might be binging.
Lush is at that protest, man. Shout out
Lush
to Lush.
Lush at the protest right now?
No, he's vlogging.
No?
Oh, he acting bougie. Lush sending me the...
Shout out to Lush, man. Feel me? Oh, man. Yo, wait, pause. Do I get credit for F Nasty or no?
No, you have zero credit.
I'm giving Josh credit for F Nasty. Josh and Steven.
Well, sure, man.
Nah, Josh is the homie, though. Josh is the homie. That's what me and him been tapped in for a long time.
The Adam and Wax Show, definitely the hottest podcast we done had.
Sure.
Is it hotter than when AD and them was over here?
No.
I think it is. I think this podcast, I think the Adam and Wax Show is more influential than when AD and T-Rail and all them was over here. Because I feel like it brings... I feel like the AD and T-Rail shit was more in the no slide. I fuck with all them niggas, but I'm just saying the Adam and Wax shit just so controversial. Like his shit just like cross lane in the mainstream shit all the time.
No, sure. Here, right? Like, if you want to say like influential, then like you have an argument, right? Because
even views, right?
No, not views wise. No.
Are we sure?
Views wise, the AD. Even like the No Jumper show when AD and them was here was doing like 400,000 every week, right?
No, we wasn't. At one point, it slowed down.
150, 200 was like the average.
150, 200. Yeah.
We'd have episodes that hit $500,000. We'd have
but
like the average.
We can check like the from the era.
Adam and Wax Show got episodes that hit like $500,000. I even think the episode with Blueface did like 500, 600, some crazy
Blueface
shit.
always kills it though.
We can check the wait. Are they even up yet, or they even like the last? Let's just check the. No. Y'all took it down. Y'all took the.
There's nothing that got taken down.
No, I don't see like the playlisting no more for the at the end of the day. There's no more playlisting for that no more.
It's visible.
It should be there.
Right. Oh no. Okay. Here. Right. So, yeah, right. So look, when they left, like when things were like winding down, it was still doing
200,000.
You feel me?
160,000, 200,000.
But like at the peak,
kind of like what I said, right? 150 to 200.
No, but at the peak,
they're doing 250,000, 266,000
every week was.
And that's what Adam and Wack doing right now.
You sure?
Not more. And they making blogs and shit. Like, nigga, they
Of
shit
course.
making headline. Hold on, let's see what Adam and Wax shit doing right now.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah, facts.
So what Adam and Wax doing? 184, 198, 171, 238.
I'll be real. I haven't watched in a minute, but I'm looking at the numbers right now. Yo, it's surprisingly great. Yeah, I never knew that it was now doing 200 plus.
Man. Come on, man.
Right. Cause the last time I watched like the full episode and not a clip was probably the Snoopy Badass an episode.
Even the Hip Hop Avengers episode with Vlad, Adam, Wack, and everybody.
Was that the
That one did 700,000 or almost at 700K.
Was that the was that the Adam and Wax show or that was the interview?
No, that was Adam and Wax show.
Oh,
Hold on, Lush calling me back.
Yeah, that happened on Thursday.
Hey, Lush. Hey, who's responsible for bringing you back to No Jumper?
It's me, man.
You and Adam.
Wow, that's crazy, Lush.
Thank you, Lush. Because Flacco's in here trying to take credit for it. I don't know.
Flacco gets the second place credit, but it's been told that the most vocal by a significant margin was Remo.
Oh, all right. Thank you, Lush.
That's crazy, Lush, because I was rooting for Lush even after he got fired when everybody
We're not saying you wasn't rooting for him, but
Nah,
we just the truth is the truth, man. The truth is the truth, bro. But shout out to everybody. Shout out to No Jumper. Like I said, if y'all looking to be a No Jumper host, send me a DM, send Big Flacco a DM, send Josh a DM, send us a video showing why y'all should. Leave a comment, do all that. We looking.
Bro, like
Flacco said he got all right, so how can they get on your show?
I don't even need like a video. Like,
so all right, what is your show gonna tell?
Listen, if you're down to come and either shine or get humiliated, right?
Yo, so that's all we do up here. You either shining or get humiliated.
No, right, because when they come, if they suck for the interview, for me, they'll get humiliated, feel me, and it's great content either way. So yeah, man.
So the interviews are gonna be on No Jumper though.
Yeah, of course. You feel me?
All right, well.
Right, so
what's happening with Flacco? Get that early interview and see if you
if you do content, hit me up. Right, like I don't really want to talk. Like my and only rule is for anybody who I'm about to do next is just be normal. You feel me? Right, just be somebody who's normal. Like a normal content creator.
Gunner
Yo,
in
Gunner.
the building. What's the word?
What up, big dog?
Chilling.
The freshest man. I know Jumper right now.
Am I?
Yeah, man.
That's what they saying, man. We giving you that. I'm giving it to you right now, man.
I'm wearing I look like a homeless man, I think.
Is
With my
he
Patrick
taking
Mitchell
a T-Raw
hair
place
and my
or house phone
vintage
place?
tees.
Nah, you be putting that shit on, bro. You out here giving
Sorry.
fashion
My bad.
advice. Yo, Flacco, you had the Balenci's on the other day.
I saw Flacco the other day wearing some shit. I was kind of like surprised.
What?
Just he had his whole like Christian Dior fit on. It was a little tight on him, but it
Flacco
looked
getting
cool.
too much money now, man.
I know,
This nigga, he
I
ain't know how
know.
to.
He had to ask
He
me
didn't
how to
know
put
what
on
to
his
do
boots
with
the
it.
other day. It was funny.
He going
Nah,
out
man.
on dates. He
He
tricky.
had to ask me how to put his boots on the other day.
Yeah, man.
Flacco went on a date with a fat black chick the other day. I'm like, who the fuck?
Nah, she wasn't fat. Nah, man.
Like how big are we talking?
She definitely was fat.
Have you seen her body?
I ain't football fat.
I just
bitch,
seen her
no,
face.
You
Nah,
think
that's
fat
not
bitches
fat.
are the move?
I mean, Steve Panty for some neck. Hell yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
fat for some neck.
Hell yeah. I mean, hey, they know how to cook too. I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't
bro.
discriminating, but I'm just Flacco.
I mean, I
outside.
wouldn't date one, but
And
I'll for
I
sure
was not
use
on a
one.
date too. You feel me? Like
That wasn't a date. That should look like a date, bro.
well, one, she's actually bad. Two,
It's actually bad.
she had a hella clout. So this was just a business meeting.
Oh, or well, then you set her up because you took an angle picture.
Did you pay for the dinner?
Yeah, sure.
He said, yeah, sure.
He paid for the business meeting.
Hey, listen, man. I'm somebody where listen, man. I'm down.
You're rich now. I forget. Yeah.
No, hell
yeah,
no.
You're rich.
No, hell no. No, listen, man. I'm down to link up with anybody who does well, man. Feel me? Right? Especially women. You feel me? If you are a chick with clout, it's free dinner on me, man. Feel me?
Damn.
What?
Hell nah.
I don't think so. Nah, I
Sure,
don't
what?
think that's the move.
Man,
So anybody
That
just
bitch
get,
gonna
Any
get out of
woman
me,
with
it's
a
an
little
In-N-Out
bit of
burger or
clout,
something like that. You feel
Flacco's
me?
buying you food.
I'll be real, bro. I'm done dealing with
see, now
like, poor
you fuck-
bitches, man.
But he fucked up saying that now. But yeah,
Yeah.
but you're done with poor bitches, but you're still gonna pay for the bitch meal anyway. So it doesn't
Regardless.
really
Yeah,
matter.
regardless.
So no, it don't really
No.
matter what kind of bitch you go for.
So now
But
she
the
don't need you and
investment
you're
is
still
greater,
paying
though.
for her.
Right? Again, though, if there's a girl, not bitch, but if it's a girl or a woman who's lit, like, you feel me, and she got like 600K on like Instagram, her YouTube going crazy, TikTok going crazy, those collabs
I'd rather deal with not even like with like a broker bitch, because think about it. All right, so those girls. So say that if you're looking for some bitch like that, trying to fuck whatever.
Yeah.
Think about how many people she's been around with, bro, because of the amount of followers and who she's trying to fuck with, this and that. I'm pretty sure that bitch is fucking different type of celebrity.
Shit. Hey, listen,
man, what?
That's what
hey,
I'm saying.
listen, bro. My mindset, especially being in LA for a while now, bro, I could give a damn. Meaning this, yo, like my mindset is, yo, put the money in the palm, but not the actual money, right? For example, right, I don't want no bitch cash, but if she's lit, it's the opportunities that come with, with the collabs and moving and shaking, opposed to a poor bitch where, bro, like, I'm just dragging her with me, bro, right? I'm just dragging her around, dragging her with me. As I climb, she climbs too, right? Like, those days is over with, right? Especially, bro, like, again, like, I can tolerate a poor bitch if...
Why she gotta be a bitch?
No, okay. I can tolerate a poor chick if you a poor chick that we was locked in before anything, right?
No, yeah.
Right? Cool. But if you just a random, nah, bro, like, I'll leave that to like those niggas and who knew you in high school to save you. I'm not saving you.
Like,
me?
you're not cracking any fucking celebrity hoes.
Yeah, okay, shit.
Cap.
Hey, man, shout out to
I don't even
Flacco,
think
man.
you would. I don't even think you would. You don't want the messiness that come with that shit.
Hey, man, I get no
if
hoes.
If you're a celebrity hoe,
no bitches,
I ain't saying that. I just don't think.
I'm saying that. I get no bitches. I get no hoes. But feeling man, right? Again, that was.
I'm saying I don't think you dealing with any chick that got a whole bunch of followers. You don't want that.
Sat here and said the exact opposite.
Exactly,
hey,
right? He be just talking.
I get no hoes. I get
talking through his
shit.
fucking teeth, bro.
Nah, man. Nah, hey.
He talking because he got lips, man.
Nah, hey, man, listen, man. I get no hoes. But though.
Why do you say that?
Hey, listen, man. I get no hoes. I stay inside. But though, if you are, man. But that's where I'm at right now. I'm not like dating or like even, bro, even like high risk women, even women that are too high risk, I don't even like come around. Like, I don't care how bad you are. If you are a high risk woman, meaning, bro, like, you hang around nefarious characters, you are.
But every woman's high risk though. They come with a lot, and you have to deal with a lot.
Some,
not everyone high.
But I think majority of them are pretty grimy though. For like, not even cheating wise, but just grimy in general. Like, just do some real snaky shit.
You just got.
Aren't you a bad Mormon bitch from like Utah?
He said a Mormon.
He said a bad Mormon bitch from Utah.
Right? She low risk.
So a white chick.
But the chances you
black Mormons?
Yeah, of course it's black Mormons.
Or I don't know.
What?
The only reason he wants to be a Mormon is so he could have multiple wives.
Hell no. Who do you think like they like recruiting when they in the hood?
I only know white people from being in Utah.
Nah.
YB.
wait, no. Oh, okay, God, no. See, and that's how I know you probably ain't from like the inner city. Listen.
What? The inner
that was
city,
racist.
The inner city of
that
what?
was racist.
Listen, they have expanded their reaches from Utah. They now do these things called missions, right? Where they locked in all the way, where, it's no phones, no computers, no laptops. Their only mission is to recruit poor black kids to, you feel me?
A Mormon?
I'm pretty sure that's been their thing since they started.
Yeah, but it really wasn't going to like the South Side Chicago before. No, not in South Side Chicago.
Like all over the world.
Hey, listen, I started seeing them around middle school. Feel me? Right? Like, that's when they locked in now. Yeah, Yeah, bro, they locked in now.
Oh, do you know about the what are the ones called?
Jehovah's Witnesses?
Yeah, what do you know about those guys?
No, okay, but they're like the good Mormons.
On Jehovah.
No, they're like the good versions of Mormons, right? Like the
good version?
Yeah, like they're like the all-inclusive. They've like there's no racist history with them.
Yeah.
But the Mormons have like I'm talking about like slave catching, bro. Like these niggas, like, bro, if you were black in like the 1970s, my nigga, like you can't even like come around them, right? But now they want everybody, man. Shout out to the Mormons. Nah.
Shout out to the Mormons.
Right? No, but though, a chick who's a Mormon or a chick who's let's say from like Montana, she probably is more low risk than a chick who grew up in South Central, right? right?
I
Why?
don't know, man. You just gotta look for the solid ones. You know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you tripping.
No?
Yeah, there's solid chicks out there, but LA definitely put you in a trick bag because
no
it's
dating
some fine,
in LA.
it's some fine shit out here in LA. But a lot of these chicks be knowing it'd be a lot of mutuals. You'd be like,
Oh,
damn,
terrible.
man, it's
so many
crazy.
brain rot bitches. That's what it is.
It's
Social
crazy.
media blinded ass bitches. That's what it is.
And all these chicks be in music videos.
I should.
They get
that's
casted
out.
for one a good time.
Not
One
even
good
that.
time.
Everyone thinks they're Instagram models for some reason.
Oh, that's everywhere though. That's
Everybody. That
everywhere.
shit weird, fool.
That's everywhere. But
Nah, man.
let's hop in this first topic, man. What R. Kelly talking about? I haven't even been keeping up with any of the R. Kelly shit. I've been seeing it online. So Flacco, I'm gonna let you take the lead on this one for sure.
Man, so R. Kelly attorneys did a press conference yesterday because they just filed a 20-page motion trying to get him emergency release because he claims that 2 inmates have came forward and claimed that the prison officials have tried to hire them to kill R. Kelly. Now, one inmate is saying that right. Now, one inmate was Mikhail Glenn Stein. Now, they're both like white supremacists, by the way.
That allegedly tried to kill R. Kelly?
Yeah, and both are part of the Aryan like brotherhood. So the one inmate said that he was being offered in exchange for killing R. Kelly, they would help him escape prison. Like apparently one of like the correctional officers said that. So let's just hear what the accusation is. But I did like a full deep dive where, bro, I looked at like mad cases all night. And when I tell you like the rabbit hole with this R. Kelly shit is deep.
Attorneys are asking President Donald Trump to release their client immediately, saying prison officials have hired an inmate to murder him. Kelly is serving a 30-year sentence for sexual misconduct at a federal prison in North Carolina. Today, Kelly's legal team filed an emergency motion in Chicago federal court to get him out. They say they have a sworn affidavit from a terminally ill inmate who says prison officials offered him freedom in his final days in exchange for Kelly's murder.
There have been discussions not only with Michael Stein, but as the motion indicates, we've recently received information from another inmate named Mr. Harris. And Mr. Harris has indicated that he too has been approached by the same lieutenant who's been approaching Michael Stein, and that discussions have been had about poison in the food hall, about poison in the commissary. Discussions with Mr. Stein have been had about stabbings. These are the kinds of methods that have been discussed.
Well, Kelly's attorney also says 2 inmates were approached by high-ranking prison officials to carry out the murder. Kelly was convicted in 2022.
Okay, do y'all feel like R. Kelly is telling the truth?
That nigga bullshit.
That sounds pretty far-fetched.
Come on, though. That shit.
All right. Now, okay, look, though, there's more information, but I'm going to let you give, like, your takes first, and then I'm going to let you guys know the additional information, and then you tell me if, like, your mind has changed. So off the first...
We playing games with the news.
No.
Why can't you just tell me, dog?
No, right? Because the second part... Okay, so based off of this, just him claiming, that these 2 dudes is coming for it, and they're telling me this, do you believe that he's telling the truth, and 2, that's enough to have him released?
Hell no.
Okay.
Isn't there a word for that when someone is like, you admitted a crime to someone else and then they snitched on you and then they're telling on you and you can't get in trouble for that?
Wait, but but the dude said that they turned it down. So that the officers try to get them to crash out to kill R. Kelly.
Okay.
And instead of killing R. Kelly, they just told R. Kelly. So, I guess that's not really...
I don't know. This seems fucking fishy.
Right?
But like how smoked out that sounds, though. Just like 2 inmates, hey, they told me to kill you and they'll help me escape. It's kind of crazy just to say like that for everybody, you know?
Yeah, true. Okay, so, but here's why, to me, I think they're telling the truth, right? They're absolutely correct. And I even did like a deep dive into the Mikhail Glenn Stein and his cases.
Why do they want R. Kelly dead, though?
Okay, perfect. So
Hold
thanks for
on,
asking.
let me.
Yeah.
I haven't looked at any of this shit, but I think he's seen what Tory Lanez got going on, and he's trying to get all that sympathy that Tory Lanez is getting, and he's trying to take that approach so he can get out of jail. That's what I'm just seeing from this shit. Since all of a sudden, since when R. Kelly got niggas trying to kill him in jail now too? He was in jail way longer than fucking Tory Lanez.
Well, that's what's been buzzing for like 3 years already, 4 years.
Shit, about 4 or 5 now. It seems like from what I take from this, without hearing the extra information Flacco about to put on us, seems like he's trying to go with the Tory Lanez approach and try to get some sympathy and shit.
Okay, so we can all agree that R. Kelly is a pedophile, right?
That's proven, right?
Yeah. Well, he got
him up,
and he got found guilty not of being in possession of CP in one case. So he's a pedo, right?
Okay.
All right, for sure.
Yeah. So we're not. Yeah. So we can all acknowledge he's a garbage human being, and I think he should rot in hell. However, when you look at, because there's 2 cases now. There's 2 cases now. There's the CP case. I think that's on like a state level.
Oh my God.
And then there's the federal RICO. And I think R. Kelly is guilty. I think he's a garbage human being, and I don't think that he should be free. However, when you look at the Fed case, which is what he's currently serving like 35 years for, when you look at the Fed case, R. Kelly, if the justice system operated how it was supposed to operate, he shouldn't have been found like guilty, and it should have been like thrown out, right? So when R. Kelly was first arrested, the government knew they didn't have enough. Meaning, bro, like the bunch of the stuff they had was from like the 90s, Aaliyah, 09.
Yeah.
And they needed his girlfriend at the time, Israel Clary, to turn on R. Kelly, because R. Kelly had 2 girlfriends at the time, Israel and Jocelyn.
All right, I remember that.
Now, the family of Israel tipped off the Fed, said, hey, yo, we have text messages, we have receipts that R. Kelly was fucking her at 17 years old and actually gave her herpes at 17 years old. And he's been abusive to her. We have all the evidence and the proof. So the feds understand their golden ticket to convicting R. Kelly was to get the girlfriend to turn on R. Kelly. However, when R. Kelly got locked up, he was still in connection with both girlfriends.
Because she never turned on him, right? She was like defending him the whole time.
Well, she did a Gil King interview saying, yo, R. Kelly is innocent. Mm-hmm. My parents is lying. He waited until I was 18. He like never abused me.
And then then the parents send the daughter to be with R. Kelly? Wasn't it like some musical thing where she thought,
yeah,
all right, for sure.
Yeah, right? So then, right. So then 7 months now have gone by, and R. Kelly and the 2 girlfriends now are starting to have issues and rifts, and they fall apart. Israel is under like the perception that I'm the main chick, I'm the only one now.
Yeah.
And R. Kelly is dogging like the other girlfriend to her because she don't like the other girlfriend. So now R. Kelly had an ironclad on Israel. She's the only recent girlfriend who was underage that they have absolute 4K proof that R. Kelly did some scandalous shit to her. But like she not turning. So once the 2 girlfriends now, they split up, the feds say, yo, we have jail records that R. Kelly is cheating on Israel. If we can find a way to get this record to the public, that girl is going to turn on R. Kelly, become a state witness, and we got him. It's over with. So what the feds did was the feds used the correctional officers to begin to steal R. Kelly's data and send it out to various blogs. Now, eventually, and it became an entire business because over 60 correctional officers accessed R. Kelly records and sold the information like to other people. Now, one officer sent R. Kelly's emails and call records and visit logs to Tasha K. And Tasha K read the emails word for word what R. Kelly and this other girlfriend was talking about. R. Kelly was calling that other girlfriend the same nicknames he was calling Israel, and Tasha K blasted it all.
Wait, but isn't that like illegal to do some shit like that?
Exactly, right? It's highly illegal. But at this point, it was an entire business from the very top of the directors was involved because 60 officers was accessing his information and selling it. One officer sold his like commissary information to the Washington Journal, right? So it was a big deal. So Tasha K blasted the entire receipts, his email, his calls, and said, yo, he's cheating on you, Israel. Israel got wind of this now while being embarrassed publicly that R. Kelly is now cheating on her. So now her parents now said, baby, like, come back home, leave his Trump apartment. And once the information got out, she then turned on R. Kelly, went back to Gil King and said, yo, R. Kelly coached me to lie during the first interview. She then took the stand against R. Kelly and said that R. Kelly gave her herpes, abused her, kidnapped her, stopped her from leaving. And the feds used that testimony from Israel to convict R. Kelly. Now, R. Kelly is saying, hold on. This is witness tampering. Y'all used information that was not supposed to be public. 60 BOP officers accessed my secret information.
Wait, so they used that information to bust him?
No.
The change to get the people to change on him.
Yeah, right? They blasted it to Tasha K and the public to get the girlfriend to turn on R. Kelly, right? So, and even up until now, the feds refused to identify the officers who accessed R. Kelly information. However, based on like the portal, like they know that 60 officers, at least 60, access R. Kelly information. So now, Israel testified, and R. Kelly is saying, hold on, this is unethical. This is like witness tampering. This, like, I should not be locked up for this. This is wrong. So then R. Kelly files a lawsuit, and after about 3 years now, the feds was now forced to hand over 13,000 pages of records to R. Kelly. And a day after the feds handed over 13,000 pages of all the information, including the officers' names and, right? The assistant attorney general on the R. Kelly case, and he resigned a day after, which was like June 4th. He resigned a day after R. Kelly got the 13,000 pages. And then after that now, R. Kelly got wind, hold on, bro, they're trying to murder you. Because R. Kelly now has information that's going to put a lot of people behind bars. Because when you have an entire operation going on where people is accessing and selling your information, that's an entire business that's from the directors, correctional officers, and everybody, right? So now the lawyers are saying, oh, they know that people are gonna go to jail over this. This is a lawsuit, yes.
That's fucking crazy.
So you basically, to make a long story short, you saying that the police is in cahoots with the niggas in jail that try to get R. Kelly killed because they're trying to get that nigga out the way so he don't expose a whole bunch of people.
Oh, okay, I get you now.
Right. No, right.
Allegedly.
No, right. Now look,
That's a crazy conspiracy.
Right.
But it makes sense though.
I mean, most conspiracies make sense, but that doesn't mean they're true.
No, true. Listen, bro. To me, R. Kelly is a pedophile. I think he did it, so I could give a fuck if you being railroaded. But we can all agree that it's wrong, right? For them to try to get the girlfriend to turn on him by using his jail records that should never be released.
Not even that, just even releasing all his fucking information to the public is crazy. That's like,
come on,
that's some weird shit.
Right,
that's like some desperate weird shit right there.
They playing chess. They playing
which is why R. Kelly to me is not gonna serve out this full 35, bro. Like at some point,
so he already got sentenced?
Yeah.
You don't think so?
If he already got sentenced, I don't know. It's just
I don't see him getting resentenced.
If he does, it's not gonna be anytime soon. If he does, it's not gonna be anytime soon. I'll tell you that.
I don't see him getting a Trump pardon.
Yeah, right. Because of what? It took Bill Cosby about 6 years to have this shit overturned, but because bro, like this is highly illegal. This is not right. Now, also too though, and here's where it gets deeper. Okay, now the guy who they try to get to kill and R. Kelly, he's a federal informant, and he has like lawsuits dating back to like 2015, where he's accusing them of trying to kill him too. So when he was originally arrested and he was sentenced to I think like 16 years, right? For a conspiracy to commit aggravated assault, which to me is a lot for that. So then he became an informant and turned on the Aryan Brotherhood and began to work with the feds to like get them locked up. Now, while he got locked up though, and he began to complain about his jail treatment. So once he began to complain about his jail treatment now, there was retaliation. And he claims now that, and he denounced the gang in 1996. However, the officers were still, I think, like validating him as an active gangbanger, and they was trying to like move him to like that particular
section.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And he says, "Hold on, this is retaliation. Y'all know I has renounced this gang. Y'all know that I'm an informant who snitched on this gang. Y'all,
damn, so they're getting whacked.
Y'all are trying to move me to this side to get me killed. This is not right. It's not cool." So he understands like what they have been doing to him. So when they like came to him now asking him, "Hey, bro, yo, can you?" He said, "Fuck that, bro." Right? Yo, telling and being an informant have ruined my entire life. Right? I'm not about to kill R. Kelly for the chance to escape. Not happening.
Hey, but do you think a federal agent is gonna walk up to an inmate? Hey, I need you to wipe this for. Be honest. That's crazy.
far fetched. That's super far fetched.
Maybe
not an agent though. No.
Correctional officer.
Yes.
Also, a regular CO.
It's 60 correctional officers.
That's still crazy though.
Is in this scheme that's gonna get them niggas jobs terminated, jail.
The thing is though, too, if there's like, it's really hard to keep a secret, especially a secret like that.
Yeah,
that's crazy, right?
There's no way we're gonna keep all
and let alone
all
60 people
are keeping this a secret, and this is the truth. You know what I mean? Like
what? Here, no, right here, and they're not saying that all 60 asked, and they're saying at least one officer asked the rat to kill R. Kelly, and I'm saying,
all right,
is that far fetched?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure he didn't act out on those fucking by himself. I'm pretty sure they had a whole discussion in the circle talking about, hey, what should we do about this? What should we do about him?
Yeah.
So I mean, for him to ask by himself, I doubted that actually happened.
Right.
All right. So to sum this up, because this topic is pretty fucking boring. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
What do you think? Should fucking R. Kelly be free? Do you think his life is in jeopardy? What do you think to conclude this topic right here, Flacco? What do you think is gonna happen with R. Kelly?
Okay, so what I think should happen is,
you know all the facts.
No, what I think should happen is he should like rot in hell and die. But what, right? Because he's a pedophile. But what would happen? I don't know, man. I just see it hard for, bro. When you have over 60 officers accessing and selling like your information, and then that information was like used to tamper with the witness, like Jane Doe 5. To get you like convicted, and that testimony was allowed in court. I don't know, man. I like it's kind of impossible for like me to see like a day where like that don't really like hold up in like appeal court, right? So yeah, I feel like it will get like overturned, but R. Kelly still has a state case, right? That he still got found guilty of. So you know, man. Wait, hold up. Are those like new members?
Yeah, we want to shout out the new members, everyone that just joined in. We got
crazy.
OSB Finn, welcome. We got GB. We got Adrian McDowell.
Welcome to the gang.
Lago. We have Spam Greer and Jamar. Say. Welcome, members only. Flacco, you want me to read some of these super chats?
Oh, I can't see.
You can't see them.
Yeah.
All right. Shout out AZ, consistent donator. This question is for F Nasty. How do you feel about Flacco saying 90% of gang members are rats?
Is that what you said?
Yeah, I mean, but that's facts, right? Like,
you sound smoked up. It's like you calling me a rat, homie.
No, 90% though. Like
Easy wanted to add to that.
But you know how much 90% is? That's a fat number.
99%.
Oh yeah.
He said 99.9%.
So 99%.
So you telling me I'm just like 0.1% on the not ready?
Here, well, again, I don't know you, right? So I would hope like, you're not a rat. You feel me? Right? You feel me? Right?
What do you have to add?
Huh?
Are you hiding something?
What, me?
You're saying you hope he's not snitching?
No, he asked me, do I think that he is? I'm saying based on what like I'm seeing now, he sounds like a stand-up dude. You feel me?
Okay.
But right?
But you like
now,
like
yeah,
now,
but.
now,
all of the gang members you haven't met
now,
are rats.
Now,
that's what he's saying, right?
No, now I've been fooled before though. You feel me? Right? I've met dudes where yo, I think bro, dudes are stand up. You feel me? So yeah, no. So again, I have no reason to think that he's a snitch. So no, you feel me? Yeah.
Cool for you to presume every other gang member.
I didn't say every.
You said 99.9%.
Yeah, that's not
That's
every.
a lot.
That's
Yeah,
that's everybody.
everyone.
That's
Yeah,
basically
it's
everybody.
Everybody, Flacco.
No, how's that? Wait, how's that everybody?
99.9%.
All right. So look. All right, let's do it like this. I'm gonna
sure.
name like 5 gang members. You know, if you saying 99% of them are rats, so we know Munchie B. We got Brick Baby. We got Loose Cannon. We got Whack 100. Who else we got? We got Conrad from the Ave. Who else been up here? Those are like
Brandon.
5, 6.
Brandon.
We got Brandon. You got, all these. So
Wait.
who's a rat out of
What?
them people? If 99% is rat.
No.
And you answer your own question.
How do you
All
answer
them
it?
niggas
He
rat.
just asked you the
No.
question. He didn't answer it.
You said
No.
99% of them niggas is rats. So if I
No,
just name
I'm
like
saying
7
I'm
of
not
them-
playing the game, but you can answer it if you want to.
I don't have the answer.
Yeah,
I'm not saying 99%.
Statistically speaking, Flacco, if he just named 10 people, 9 of them are rats to you.
That's a lot of.
Yeah,
that's
it's a lot.
people.
And he asked me, who do I think like is a rat out of those 10 people? I'm saying I'm not playing that game, so I'm not
Okay,
answering
but
that
what
question.
I'm saying, what you said was 99% of people are snitching. If he gives you 10 names, that means 9 of them are snitches.
That's not how the part like.
Oh my god, that's not how math
though.
works. Apparently,
How?
fuck.
That's not how math works.
I just named a whole bunch of gang members that you know, but your theory
Yeah,
is just that
that's
majority
not
of-
how math works.
Okay, but
That
I'll
is
give you
that is fucking how math works,
but
What's
brother.
the sample size?
On the
There's
sample
If
10
I tell
fucking
you,
people,
wait,
and you
hold
said
on.
99% of them are snitches. 9 of them are
If
snitches.
I tell you that 1 out of 10 men and on Earth,
That's 10%.
Wait. If I tell you that 1 out of 10 men and on Earth are like pedophiles, and then there's 10 men in the room right now, does that mean that one of those men in his room
Okay,
are
now
a pedophile?
now we're
No, that's not how
trying to
math
figure
works, bro. Right?
That is how math works.
Yeah, you feel? Yeah, bro.
That
That's
is
not
how math works.
No, bro. That's not how math works. Okay.
No, you have to obviously pick your sample size. You have to pick the population you're putting into.
Yeah,
the
you
sample
say
size.
gang members.
That's
so
how they do it.
Yeah.
He
Say
named
gang
10 gang
members.
members.
Yeah. Again, there's here, there's Africa, there's gang members all across the world. So 10 dudes.
All right, so what about
In
American?
LA.
What about what's the percent of American, or matter of fact, since we're in LA, what's the percentage of LA gang members being a snitch?
Because you had no problem
I don't
sharing
know.
that opinion.
Huh?
Where you get that stat from?
Again, I said based on my personal opinion. You feel me? Again, though, I could be wrong, but from my personal opinion,
He said, I could be
you feel
right.
me? Yeah, right. You feel me? No. Here, and then two, bro. These dumb niggas is changing the rules of telling every day, bro. Right? Listen, bro. There's at least now like added on definitions, right? Like now telling is, bro. Like if I'm talking about it now and on the phone, and they wiretap me.
That's not snitching though.
Exactly my point, right? So I'm saying, right, like now that niggas find any reason to call you, hey, bro, for example, right? So now guess what? If I take a plea deal first, right, and I own up to selling drugs with other people, but don't say names, apparently that's telling because you're like co-defendants now and take a deal yet, right? So, bro,
They've been saying that's telling though. If
yeah,
you're
but
playing out,
it's just so complicated right now, bro. Bro, listen, that now telling now for these dumb niggas is anything.
Yeah, but
so,
what's your definition of snitching though? Because you,
Huh?
like I said, you're
That's
over
a
here saying
good question.
99.
Yeah.
So
Good question.
what's your definition of snitching?
Good question.
oh, no, wait, no, and that's based on like the streets definition, right? Because again, I'm not a street dude. I can't define snitching. I'm going based off of everything that I heard snitching was. It's just almost impossible to like not snitch now.
Here's a good topic then.
You-
So
you feel
look,
me?
all right. So this is a segue, and this is not even on there. So all right, yesterday, they called Seti Nash, and they asked Seti Nash about bringing Woody to the '60s or whatever, right? And I guess in the middle of that conversation, I guess Aunt Hefe brought up the video of Seti Nash talking to the news or whatever. But Seti Nash was saying that he was a crisis actor. Do you know anything about that? Like, was he a crisis actor? That was
I don't
new
know.
information to me.
Yeah, I don't know. No. I see the video. I think like No Jumper posted it, but yeah, I don't know nothing about that.
And all right, so what's your thoughts overall about the backlash he received from bringing Woody to the 60s or whatever? You feel like a lot of people were fair? Like he shouldn't have, I mean, you're not a gang member, but like, do you think the criticism was fair, or do you think Seti Nash should have apologized? Because 607 Unc was saying that Seti Nash should be removed from the Crips because he should stand on business for bringing 607 Unc out there. What's your thoughts on that? Do you feel like that was a bad decision to apologize instead of just stand on what you did?
Hey, man, shout out to Seti Nash, man. Listen, I have zero thoughts on gang banging niggas having meetings, you feel me, and like in their hoods that.
But you make videos about it, but now you don't have it. Come on, bro. Like, nigga,
no, I talked about that. You
can't have it both ways, Flacco.
What? No, no.
Should we call Seti?
Right. When it comes to like Woody, like going to the hood and taking pictures and videos. Listen, bro, I have no opinion on what gay banging niggas choose to do in the hood,
Woody
bro.
From?
I see you make videos about King Pill all the time talking about his gang banging. So.
And he's from Atlanta. But like he's been accused. Well, not being accused because like we've seen interrogation footage, we've seen a bunch of shit of him telling.
Oh, for real?
And like he told a Young Thug.
Was solid. I thought Woody was solid this entire time.
So look, all right. So
he told a Young Thug.
He had.
But I thought he like took it back and like.
Well, yeah.
That's Seti Nash's point. Seti Nash is saying he took it back, and Young Thug told him to do all that shit. But other gang members, they're like, he shouldn't have been snitching in the first place. So Young Thug shouldn't even have to tell him to like renege or go back on what you were saying. Like you shouldn't have been in those.
Yeah, I mean it's bad, but I feel like it was more like a mind game. Like he said something, so they were going with that. He said, "Nah, I take it back. I'm just playing or something like that."
That was on the stand. That was during the trial. But before that, he was in interrogation videos 7 years prior.
And he was
like,
snitching?
He was an informant for like 10 years.
For like 10 years or whatever.
Oh, shit.
So, but when he went on the stand and he took a lot of that shit back and like threw him off or whatever. So that's where it's kind of at. They're like, bro, did he snitch or did he not snitch? Man, but they're saying that he snitched because he should have never been in them interrogation rooms 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You see me, right? And here's why, like, I don't even like waste my time even like giving opinions no more. Because bro, niggas like Derek Chauvin, and YSL Woody, those niggas to me are great niggas, right? Like, yo, if you take criminals off the street.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Isn't that the George Floyd nigga?
Yes. What the fuck is he saying right now?
He's a good nigga?
I have a video that's dropping on this where.
Oh,
wait, was it like a
what
drug dealer?
What's so good about
Let
him?
me finish these last 3 super chats. Flacco, a freaky frog. He's seen the secret lives of Mormon wives and now wants a Mormon.
What the fuck did you just say?
We ain't reading that one. Skip that
Yeah,
one.
we're gonna skip this one.
Wait. What did I say though? I can
also
see.
said this question's for F Nasty. How do you feel about Flacco saying all gang members are mentally ill and unhinged?
What is unhinged? I don't know what that means.
Unhinged?
Yeah.
Like you're like
he don't even want to be in a
crazy.
room with you right now because you just might attack him.
Yeah, you're unhinged.
No,
Is that how you feel?
You because you're calm. No, but like yeah.
But I'm a gang. I'm a gang member.
Though. Flacco.
Yeah, but one right. What I said right was even like the prospect of joining the gang has to come from a point of trauma, right? Meaning, bro, like you actually right, like you either.
Okay, back then, yes. Back then, I believe so, but I feel like now kids just want to gangbang just because they think it looks cool. Yeah. Back then, they used to have a meaning. Back then, it was like for family. It was more like this fool was taking care of me. Oh, you know, it made you feel some type of closure. Yeah. You know, back then, kids were really going through a hard time with their families and shit. But I feel like now, kids be coming from good homes and shit like that, and they're just joining gangs just because.
Yeah, right. But those guys, listen, right. But those ones, though, bro, they're posers. Like, I'm talking about the dudes like Crip Mac, right, who... Yo, you joined it because like you've been affected by this. That not in your life. Like you really like love your hood, right? And you're ready to die about it.
Yeah, but what's wrong with that?
No. I'm saying, right, like those people join based on trauma, based on father not being
but
there.
Don't make them mentally ill.
The homie's dying. Well, wait, the trauma is a mental illness though. Yeah, right. Like dad not being there, like your brother's dying, right? Like you got so much pain and trauma going on. That's why people join gangs. Like these other kids, bro, who's joining because they see like the favorite rapper doing it, is cool. Like those kids are, to me, like they're fake. You feel me? right? But though when it comes to the streets, bro, like again, man, like most kids, bro, at least from like my generation, hopped in the streets as a necessity, as a mean to survive, right? And to me is like why like I push now for like to really like tackle like the real issue is I'm sick of just writing niggas off as dumb and evil. No, let me actually like address the issue, which is that was a means for survival.
Flocko, you just called these niggas dumb like 5 minutes ago.
What?
You said these dumb niggas is snitching on it. These dumb like.
Is it just
not
fair to say that Flocko's gonna have an extreme opinion about?
I just think you know what it is. I just think because I don't like gang members. I think that's what it is. I just think he don't like gangbangers.
Okay,
or white people.
That's what it is. Because every time
that's different, right?
Because every time he does mention a gang member, it's always they're dumb, they're snitches, mentally ill, or some shit.
Flocko love gang members though. To keep it 100, like, he makes his money off.
But he'd be broke without them.
No, but though I do separate between the bangers and members, though. You feel me? Right? Like
what?
Yeah, there is a huge difference between.
All right, so who are you referring to? Right? When snitching and the mentally ill people. So are you considering the members or the gangbangers?
I feel like both, right? But though, for example, right, like when I think about like a gang member, it's just somebody who is just from a particular environment. That's their brothers. They join, but they not outside every day chasing down enemies, selling drugs, gangbanging, trying to kill people, right? There are dudes who are in college who are business owners, right? Who have like foundations and nonprofits who are gang members, but that's just where they're from, right? They're not outside every day destroying their communities, right? Now, there are dudes, though, for whatever reasons that I can't judge for, they have enough trauma, enough pain, enough hurt to where they want to inflict that on other people that they feel like is responsible, and they don't care about going to jail or they don't care about death. And those people, to me, are doing more harm than good. But you still have to understand where that's coming from. It's coming from a place of pain, right? So when I say, now I can love a gang member, I can love everyone, but I can still understand that being this thing is still wrong if our goal is to have a productive environment for our babies. You feel me? Right? Like coming outside and killing every day and chasing down ops every day and selling drugs every day is gonna destroy our families, right? So I love everyone. I don't hate nobody, but I can say this is wrong and let's find a solution for this. But I feel like people kind of like see, like the satire, and the jokes, and they take that as if I hate. No, bro, like I have a love for everybody, right? Like I love God, and God made everybody in his image. So I love everybody. But, we can still say, yo, bro, like people who come outside every day to kill people, you wrong for that, right?
Yeah.
You see, man? Right?
He said, you see, man, us we're getting along right here now.
No. But the Seti, hey, man, shout out to him, man. Seti Nash has evolved. I don't even like hear people trying to put, no type of like allegation on him. Feel me? Right?
I mean, Aunt Hefe is the one who brought the video up yesterday, where he was saying that he seen a video of Seti.
And he said, wait, pause. And he said that like he snitched?
I mean, he was insinuating that he seen that video as in that snitching. 100%, yeah.
I have no idea.
Okay, but that's different though. He was insinuating like, yo, like that nigga ratted or
the whole purpose of him.
I seen that video.
The whole purpose of him bringing up the video was saying like, Seti Nash not even good over there, or he shouldn't be good over here, because I just seen a video of him saying some shit on the news that questioned him. So basically, that's insinuating.
Wait, cool. So now from your perspective, you're saying that now gangbangers view talking to the news now is snitching, right?
I think that's snitching.
I think what they say is what they're snitching.
I personally, I'm not a gang member.
Talking on a podcast ain't snitching, but talking to the news is snitching now.
If you're talking to the news about a murder you seen, then that's snitching. Yeah. If you're on a
But
podcast,
telling that on a podcast, pause. Again, the news ain't the police. The news is a show,
bro.
right?
If you're on a
It's news show.
podcast talking about a murder, you're snitching.
Yeah, no
if you're on the
matter
news talking about a murder, you're snitching too.
Boy, you just called a lot of niggas you know rats, my nigga. You feel me?
Nah, I mean,
okay. Okay.
Then they
Hey,
are.
listen, man.
Nigga, if you on a podcast talking about a murder, call them out.
Yeah, you're dry snitching for us.
Hey, listen.
You definitely drive.
I don't care for him. But though, I'm saying we've never considered talking about crimes on a podcast.
No, we said
what? Wait,
what the fuck? We said murder.
Wait.
It's the same thing in music.
Wait. Pause. Time out. That's hypocritical like a motherfucker. Again, I was always told that snitching ain't exclusive to just murder.
It ain't.
No,
it ain't. You shouldn't be talking about no crimes at all. But
also, crimes is crime. Meaning, if you talking to the news about a robbery, nigga, it's snitching. Just like if you talking about it on a podcast, it's snitching.
It is.
So hence,
it is.
You're rapping about
if
it.
niggas is calling Steady Nash a snitch for like, talking to the news, bro, then bro, there's a long laundry list of niggas who podcasting talking about crimes and saying too much.
Yeah, so what's wrong with that?
No, I'm saying right.
Justify the snitch word.
I mean, it's not complete snitch, but it's part snitch. You feel me? You're dry snitching. You're saying some shit that shouldn't be talked about on a podcast or on a fucking, the news or whatever. It's like me, right? The news interviewing me because some like for example, the looters. Yeah. Oh yeah, I seen Wooty Woo just go in there and just start breaking shit. For you dry snitching.
Yeah, like all right, boom,
You're
perfect example.
Snitching.
If we seen him on the news yesterday and it was like, yo, did you see any of the people breaking in the shoe store?
Oh,
Yeah, they were all breaking in there.
That's
I seen like 4 guys run off in a
snitching.
Honda Civic.
Yeah, that's dry snitching, fool. You're snitching, dog.
I'll be real, bruh. Like, especially coming from us who ask people about crimes they've committed, including myself, and on these podcasts and interviews on a routine basis, I feel like it's like hypocritical now for like me to say, hey, bro, if you come on my podcast and answer the questions that I'm asking you,
don't ask them.
Then like you a snitch. To me, that's kind of like that's crazy to me, right? Like,
what do you mean, like telling yourself type shit?
Okay, here, for example, right? If let's say like your op died, right? No, like okay,
you can use me as an example because I interview people all the time.
No,
and ask criminal.
No. And like, who's the guy, man? Vaughn, right? Vaughn. Okay.
Vaughn on 1700.
Yeah,
all right,
right.
Cool, boom.
Right. Look, right. So look, and he held it down. But if I would say, yo, Vaughn on 1700 is a rat, if he came on this podcast and he talked about crimes, right? Like here, right? I think like there's like a viral video. They claim it's him at like the gas station.
At a gas station,
right?
Yeah.
If I would say, hey, bro, this at the gas station, if he would like confess, yeah, that was me and my boys doing it.
That's snitching.
That nigga snitching.
That's snitching.
What I'm saying, right, is we bring people here, including myself, because I have done it to multiple people, and ask them questions.
Yeah, and if they're dumb enough to snitch on themselves, then they're fucking idiot. That's all it is.
My thing is, look, I'm gonna ask you.
If you're not trained yourself to know what the fuck to say on a podcast, then that's your own. That's nobody's fault but your own. Straight up.
100%.
So you're going into the podcast trying to name people snitches. Meaning this, right? Like again,
but why?
As you craft these questions, your goal is to get them to answer these questions and snitch on themselves.
Cap, that's not the goal.
That's not the goal.
That's not the goal.
So then why even ask them the question?
What the fuck you mean? Why ask them the question? If you sit down and do an interview with me, I'm asking all the questions that the fans want to fucking ask. Yeah. I serve the fans and the people that want to ask these questions.
Yeah, I don't think.
I'm not doing it I'm not coming from like, oh, I'm finna make this nigga snitch on himself. Like,
but
nigga,
you ask questions.
Half the time, these niggas, I'm telling them, I'm like, look, I know you be on some hot shit. I'm finna ask you that shit, but answer that shit how you want. I give niggas a heads up, like niggas
but
know when
you ask the questions because you want an answer to those questions.
No, I'm asking the questions just because I know this is what the fans want to hear me ask these niggas.
Remo's not going into this like, oh,
that's a new type of interview style that I think is just for hip hop.
Like, that's not the fuck's happening.
It's 100% not that.
No, fine, right? No, but though that has to be like a hip hop thing because when journalists sit down, no, sure, right? But if us in hip hop, if we call ourselves journalists, when journalists sit down with somebody and look across from them, they're asking questions that they want the answers to.
Okay.
They want to know the answers. They are hoping for a response back to those questions.
Not necessarily, no.
If we are simply asking questions that we don't want the answers to, and we're just...
That's not.
And we are hoping that they deny it.
Who's saying that we don't want the answer? I'm not saying that.
I'm not asking this because I want to know. I'm just asking it because the fans want to ask.
I'm asking because I'm going to ask because that's what the fans want to know. Yeah. I myself might want to know, but also I know that some niggas are in some hot shit. Some niggas are trolling. So if I get all right, it's different levels of the people that come up here.
It doesn't matter what the fuck the answer is. It's the question.
It's the question that I'm gonna ask. And plus, also with that being said, like. Some people are not going to answer the question regardless if I ask it, if Vlad asks it, if you ask it, because they're on some hot shit. But the fact that I asked them the question, I feel like I did my job. Maybe if you don't answer the question, that's on you. But I still, I want to ask you the question.
And it's not your job to keep like
and I'm
poking.
not going to force you to
you're not going to keep poking at the fucking question that bro doesn't want to answer.
Ask me the question.
When you ask them these questions about crimes they've committed, are you hoping for an answer? Are you looking for them to answer those questions?
I don't necessarily ask people about crimes they committed that's open that can get them.
That's crazy.
I ask them about like shit that happened in the past that they already been convicted for and shit. But I ain't actively open a nigga asking.
Was Avon convicted?
I wasn't on that interview. I wasn't even on that interview.
Sure, right?
Give me an example of something I asked.
Hey,
she was like,
listen, man. I don't watch enough interviews, right?
Now you don't know.
Right?
Now you don't know.
Right? No, but I'm saying it's a tad bit unfair, right? If again, as journalists, we are supposed to ask questions that we want the answers to. We are supposed to be asking questions.
I think as a journalist,
that we're trying to tell a story from.
To ask the questions that fans want to know, not what you want to know. Yeah.
But the goal is still get an answer back.
And you're also asking these questions and you're not like, oh, I really hope he incriminates himself.
Yes, I'm going to get the best answer that they can give me without incriminating themselves.
And also it's like, I don't give a fuck what the answer is. I just want them to answer the question. Because the fans want to know.
Nigga.
No, sure. Yes, the fans want to know.
The fans want a reaction. The fans want to
when we ask the question the fans want to know, we are still hoping that this person answers the question. A dude who is heavy in the streets and trained is supposed to stay silent, like X4. If you ask me this, it's not even supposed to be answer to the best of your... No, it's supposed to be you be quiet when it comes to crimes being committed.
And that's how you handle the situation if you don't want to answer the question.
Yeah. But you're not asking that question hoping they stay quiet and look at you like you're stupid.
No.
And that's my point. So that if you're not hoping they do that and you're hoping for an answer, then I think it's hypocritical
they could fucking lie to me and I'd be okay.
For doing that to you.
There you go. You can literally make up a fucking lie and say, just how people say it's not snitching if you go into the interrogation room and you make up shit and you throw the cops off.
When I ask you,
you're still snitching, right?
If I ask you if the sky was blue, I'm not necessarily hoping it's because of the reflection of the water. No, I don't give a fuck. I'm just like, want an answer. Why is the sky blue? Why the fuck do you think the sky is blue?
If I'm asking what color is the sky, I'm not asking you for fun, nigga. I want to know, like,
oh man.
But point is, if you come to a podcast and like you ask him, like, hey, well, so you still out there gangbanging? I'm like, yeah, I am. It's just like, bro, I'm snitching on myself. You're snitching.
Those podcasters now do an entire segment calling you a snitch for answering their questions. To me, that's just kind of sleazeballish, bro.
It depends how, like, bro. It's like I said, bro. It's like you asking me a certain question, and it means like, yeah, I'm answering it like
I need to hit the vape.
Basically, doing shit that I'm doing out here. That's snitching, fool. It's like you talk, were you looting? I'm like, hell yeah, I was out there grabbing shit. I'm snitching on myself.
You're not, listen.
This didn't happen, by the way.
You're not wrong, right? That, yeah, if you're saying too much, I think that again, for me, it's like when you talk to the police, you or right, like, but once you start to say, as podcasters, as journalists, as people who interview people for a living, who are trying to seek answers, we now as journalists are going from platform to platform, calling people rats for answering our questions. To me, now it's kind of like, okay, that right there is that's like a gray area now that we're about to get into that I think is unfair, right? Again, If the streets want to call that person a rat, cool. But as the journalist who is asking the question to like now say that person is a rat, he's a snitch for answering my question is kind of like that's a tad bit unfair.
There's also a difference between someone dry snitching and then like calling that person you are a snitch. Like that's
for one. If you are a snitch, I'm not a street dude, so like I'm not gonna disassociate with you because you snitch and shit. It has nothing to do with me. I don't give a fuck. I went to Atlanta. I was hanging out with YSL Woody. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. My job as a journalist, I'm gonna ask all the hard questions. It's up to you to answer them, whether Flacco likes it or not. So that's where I'm coming.
No,
whether Flacco likes it or not.
Yeah, I'm asking all the hard shit.
I have no problem with the hard questions. I
seen your
right?
Munchie B interview, and you asked Munchie B
sure,
hella incriminating shit. Did you want him to answer that shit? And then, so you wanted Munchie B to tell you all?
Absolutely, and I would never
go to jail for it.
And I would never.
So you want Munchie B to go to jail for the questions?
That's crazy. Yeah.
And I would never call Munchie B a snitch.
Are you scared of Munchie B?
My questions.
No, he's a
to
snitch
me, that's
for
crazy.
himself. For himself, he's snitching on himself. He's not a snitch, but he's snitching on himself.
No, sure, but I'm saying, right, bro. If we understand,
I never called Seti Nash a snitch, by the way, but I think talking to the news
But you
about
said,
a
though,
murder
talking on
is
a
a snitch.
No, sure.
About a murder is snitching.
Wait though, but okay, but like past the murder though, we're talking about crimes in general.
Yeah.
Right? If you're now saying talking on a podcast about crime is snitching, and all we do is ask niggas about crimes they committed, or like crimes in general, I'm saying it's kind of like, bro, that's especially bro with the word telling and rat and snitching, and we understanding like the stigma that comes with it, and how that can destroy somebody's entire career. For us to proceed and ask those questions about crimes, and then double back on our own platforms and destroy like and their careers by not calling them rats and snitches.
First of all, I didn't call a nigga a snitch or a rat. Nigga, I'm just, if the people are calling
But
you
you
a
would
rat,
though.
huh?
But
You said I would?
wait,
I believe if
if a
nigga,
person come on a podcast and talk about crime,
if a nigga get on a podcast
yeah.
and I ask this nigga, I'm like, oh well, yeah, they said you shot that nigga
And, like,
and you was with that person. They're like, oh yeah, me and Flacco went over there and shot that nigga up. I'm gonna ask that nigga in my head. I'm like, damn, that nigga snitching. Like, I'm definitely gonna be looking at the nigga like, well, shit. I'm gonna keep asking you all the hard questions, but in my mind, I'm like, oh, yeah, this nigga snitching.
Yeah.
Hey man, sure,
100%.
All right, cool.
man.
Whether Flacco like it or not, we asking them hard questions. And you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck if a nigga is a snitch or not. Like,
I have no
I'm not
problem with the hard questions, right? Because I would ask those questions. I'm just saying that I just want to double back on that same nigga and call him a snitch for answering questions that I answer.
Even I'm not. The thing is, I can think it's snitching, but I don't go around calling people a snitch and shit now. I'm just saying, in my mind, I might personally be like, oh yeah, that is kind of snitching, but I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, you a snitch ass nigga, or I'm not gonna fuck with a person for being a snitch or whatever the case is. But I can think that the nigga's a snitch, or I could think like, oh yeah, this nigga. Like I've interviewed a snitch, knowing this nigga's finna come up here and snitch.
Who?
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
What?
Like, see, bro. See,
All right, bro.
It's that
Okay.
you just did exactly what you've been bitching about this whole fucking time.
Trying to get him to dry snitch on himself.
Yeah.
Fucking retard.
Now you want me to snitch?
Stop this nigga.
How-
You see that?
Fucking god.
Again, when you say like, yo, I've interviewed a snitch, I'm assuming that person.
No, I definitely interviewed Big Mike from. I
okay.
definitely interviewed Big Mike from
And he a rat?
Block, and he's convicted.
Okay, well then see,
He
I didn't
told
know
on
him.
King Von, and
Okay.
we talked about him telling on King Von and why he did it. And he admitted to everything and why he told.
Yeah.
It was a great conversation, over 1 million views.
You
on
see,
No Jumper and shit. I still fuck with Big Mike. We gonna bring him back.
yeah.
But he definitely snitched.
Hey, you see, I don't know who like Big Mike is.
Big Mike, all right, if you heard the song, Why He Told, everybody thought it was about him, but he was like King Von. He's Wooski's older brother from O Block.
I got you. He's the dude who when Von killed like the civilian, right?
He was with Von on that. And him and Von both got locked up for killing the civilian, for sure. But
Man,
he
these
told
niggas
Von,
making millions off of killing civilians, man. Nah, man, this shit crazy, man. That like is he rich now? Big Mike.
I'm not gonna say he's rich, but he's doing better than he was in jail for like 12 years, 13 years. He
And
just,
how much y'all pay him, man?
I mean, that's disclosed information, but we gave him a pretty penny. And I'm pretty sure our interview helped him get more money and shit, because the interview we did with him did like 1.2 million views or whatever.
Wait, okay. And Von like pulled the trigger, or he pulled the trigger.
I think Von did. I think he was saying Von did.
Well then, okay, yeah, then like that don't really like.
Yeah, I think it was a situation where Von was at a party and he seen niggas in the room that he didn't like, and he went back and to go get Big Mike, and then they handled their business and shit, and then Big Mike went and snitched and said Von did it and said they did it. And then
Von killed a civilian.
Nah, but Von kept it quiet and never snitched, and Von was never able to get locked up from it because they didn't have evidence. So the dude who snitched,
no, because Von killed. Wait, no, because Von killed like all the witnesses.
Therefore, they didn't have evidence. So they didn't have evidence so Von kept his mouth closed. He didn't get convicted and charged or anything. But the other dude snitched on himself, so he had to sit down. So he sat down for like 12, 13 years on the same charge that Von never said anything on, and he got out.
I'm saying the dry snitching.
So it was dry snitching on himself, but he ended up still getting out.
Man, shout out to Big Mike, man. Wait, I'm confused. How was Big Mike Wooski's
older brother from O Block? Yeah, it's a clusterfuck of shit going on. And Wooski used to live in O Block in the same apartments. And
but those niggas
exactly. It's a whole thing.
It's just you see, bro. What I say, man, the streets be dumb.
It's not that people be dumb. It's just more so like you could be living in the area and you're cool with your older brother, but then your younger brother grows up around other people in the middle school, and that's who he's closer and cooler with. And
I feel like the line gets drawn at niggas trying to kill my brother. Like that's where the line gets drawn at, bro.
Not because I seen like even when I like childhood homies, like you'll see like you guys grew up together and then they just hang around with a different crowd and then you get just break up. That's all it takes. It's just boom. All right, well these fools treat me better, so I'm gonna go over here. But even though my brother's from this hood,
nah, bro. Nah, listen. I definitely experienced something similar, man. Feel me? Yeah, right. Yeah, right. There was this dude called Anthony, man. You feel me? And he was, bro. He was like the nicest kid, man. I'm talking about like right growing up, the nicest kid. And then like the 5th grade, he just turned into like a different person, bro. You feel me? Right? Like it was crazy.
Someone you knew,
bro. It was weird, bro, because we used to play like basketball in like my backyard, like in almost every day, right?
Nah, but you know what? I've seen kids like growing up like square as fuck, and then the minute like they get a little bit older, these fools just pop their cherry, and these fools just all they want to do is just go out there and gangbang and try to kill somebody. It happens, fool. Wow. It's just that street life that something that you like. Yeah, fucking you grow up like a straight square, but all it takes is that one little moment. Either it breaks you or it makes you.
Of course. Nah,
100%. I had that happen to one of my friends.
That's like, it's crazy, huh?
Bro grew up straight suburbs and shit, and it's almost a fucked up situation because like I've always been a dude like I was born in New York and shit, but I grew up like I moved to the burbs or whatever, so like I was hanging out in the burbs, but I was always drawn like hanging out with street dudes and shit. Like a lot of my friends growing up was GDs, and in this particular situation, one of my suburb friends started hanging out with my GD friends, and I guess they turned that nigga out. And he started doing a whole bunch of street shit, and then it led to where he ended up getting killed in Atlanta, hanging out with these niggas and shit.
Wait, pause. You was in the burbs, but you would drive to the hood to hang out with niggas?
You gotta understand, the hood is not that far. So I lived in the burbs, but the school I went to was a school where it was like mixed with everybody. So all my friends
were just them.
Was the street dudes, because I moved there. And everyone, you know what I'm saying, that everyone that I was drawn to or was hanging out with was the street side of shit. I had my suburb homies and shit too, but like I was smoking weed 14 and doing a whole bunch of dumb shit, you know what I'm saying, when I was younger, hanging out with a whole bunch of like GDs or whatever. But then one of my suburb homies started hanging out with them niggas even more, and it just led to where
it's kind of like me when I went to school. I was kicking with a gang of nerds. I was like the only banged on one there, and I had nerd friends.
Yeah. Okay, but how big like was y'all like school district to where like you were in one city that's the suburbs?
You gotta understand, I'm in Mississippi, so
and then you hanging out with people who are from the hood.
Mississippi ain't that big, so we don't have that many high schools. So it'll be a situation where to monetize off like because the suburbs is a whole bunch of white people or whatever. So what they want to do is they want to get the inner city kids for the football team, so they keep them in the school district so we can have good football teams. So all my homies, they riding the bus coming from wherever they coming from, you know what I'm saying? And it ended
man,
up
this is athletes you talking about, my nigga.
No, it's not even just athletes.
But not the straight up gangsters, nigga.
No. All right, to make it even worse, my homeboy that actually got killed, he was an athlete. This nigga literally was a star. Nigga, he played for the Los Angeles Angels, and he got fucking killed.
Who's the Los Angeles Angels?
The
Anaheim Angels baseball.
Baseball, yeah.
Wait, pause. You got homies?
My best friend, well, not one of my best friends, but one of my homies ended up becoming a professional baseball player. He signed like $1 million contract. Then he started hanging out with some of my GD homies. And then he got smoked because he
niggas, I tell y'all, man. Was he white or black?
He black.
Boy, niggas, I tell you, man. You signed $1 million contract and go back to the block the game, man. But boy, you can't make that shit up. That's crazy.
No, listen, it was a situation more so. It was a situation more so where he got the contract. And he made I think it was like $1 million contract to play for the Angels or whatever. But then he ended up getting injured. So he had to move back to Mississippi. And I guess once he got on, he was treating the people differently. Cause when you get a little money.
He trying to be a kingpin.
So he started acting a little different and shit. And then it led to him just being in Atlanta and nigga got killed. RP my nigga Ryan, but.
Yo, see me, bro, it's probably cause I was the kid in my family who I chose not to do nothing, but everybody around me was on that, right? So maybe it's because I've always had the luxury of of if I ever needed somebody or if I ever got into something, I always had people, right? So I just never felt the need to leave my block and go hang out with niggas for protection and shit like that, bro. But
but I feel like it wasn't mainly for protection. I think it's just. You have a friend. That's all it takes is one. Hey, what's up for you? Smoke. That's all it takes.
100%, bro. Just
I smoke.
Fucking with bitches and smoking and shit.
And one that for doing that little blunt conversation will lead to a best friend, dog. I swear to God. So I'm pretty sure that's what shit like that happens, and it happens a lot, fool. Straight up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, man. Shit.
So it's not just because I'm gonna drive 30 minutes just to go kick it with these gangbangers.
It wasn't
more
It's
more all it takes is one little moment, dog. Hey, what's up for you? Smoke? Or what's up? You hungry? That's all it takes, fool. That's all it takes. And next thing you know, you guys are close friends.
It wasn't even it wasn't even a situation where I knew, nigga. I was shaking their hand, not even know niggas doing GD handshakes. I'm just shaking their hand. And I'm like, oh damn, this a GD. Yeah. So it was just some situation where I'm just at school hanging out with wherever my friends were, and they happened to be,
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
So it wasn't even on purpose.
Yeah.
Or anything.
Yeah. Well,
because you're making it seem like if he
I was going on my way, I'm gonna go pull up to the hood.
Oh my God, this shit looks cool. Fuck, I'm gonna go see what's up.
Nah, it wasn't none of that.
Yeah. Well, in fact, yeah, right. Because for me, it's the only time I had to make new friends was when I moved to Philly for what
Bro, but if you have to make friends, that's sad, bro. I'm gonna keep it a bet. If you have to go out there and have to make friends, that's sad. Friends come naturally, dog. When I
was the new kid and at the school, so I had to kind of mingle, but I was always very well aware. Yeah, these people.
Right. He's right.
I'm staying away from.
When I went to high school, I had to switch schools.
If you're cool as fuck, you just naturally people will come up to you, dog. If your vibe's there, you're full straight up.
When I went to my
school, but I'm very well aware of this is people that for example, right? Again, and all of my friends I've known them since kindergarten, right? But once you move now, it's a new school. So now again, it's two different environments. I'm in the middle of the hood. I'm in the hood, feel me, right? So now I have to just to navigate and make sure, okay, these kids are cool, these is not cool. But opposed to North Dakota where I didn't really have to think about, and who's the trouble kids and who's not, you feel me, right? But once you move, it's bro, it's a whole different environment, bro. Especially, bro, middle school and high school, bro, to me, it's ninth grade is when you have to definitely choose your new crop of niggas that you fuck with, right? Because I feel in ninth grade, that's when it's your friend group dictate where you're going in life, right? For example, bro,
you're not fucking 14 years old thinking about who am I gonna hang out with and how am I gonna be when I grow up? Fool, you're not thinking that.
Shit, bro. My parents, bro, had that shit instilled in me from mad early on, bro. For me, right? I known, bro, if I hang with people who are in FBLA and Science Olympiad and the IQ program and mock trial, those are folks that I can probably like be friends with going into college. You feel me?
But you're an immigrant though, and I feel like immigrant parents really instill more like education than like the average black kids that grow up in America and shit.
Nah, that's not true, bro.
Man, that's 100% true, bro. Like a lot of the time, y'all worked hard to even get over here, so y'all trying to take a full advantage of being over here in the first place. Versus niggas be just growing up out here and just
comfortable
and not even looking at the situation like that. Versus if your parents like worked hard to get here, they're gonna like instill values in you to like make you like you're gonna be more on your shit. Like a lot of my like all the homies that I know that like from overseas or from a different country and shit, them niggas be like hella on they academic shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they parents versus like my black homies and shit. We just all
got no choice and shit.
Yeah, like for sure. That's how that shit is.
Like,
yeah,
he lying.
Yeah, but I feel like all the people,
I guarantee you was hanging out with a whole bunch of like
not foreigners.
Immigrant.
Hell nah,
rolling
bro.
backpack kids.
Well, some
kids who had rolling backpacks.
Kids in your area,
yeah,
right?
that's
like you were more
Flacco's
drawn
crowd.
to them, just naturally because y'all was probably in the same type of classes and shit.
When I got there too, though,
that's the same. Like
no, well, like too, like when I got there though, like there was like it was like an ongoing war between like the African immigrants and like a particular like Black American gang. And right, like there was like an ongoing war, but like, you know, like I just never fit into that, right? Because, you know, one, like why am I like fighting people who look like me? You feel me? It's
Who
stupid.
side you with Joe's?
Huh?
Who side you with Joe's?
I thought it was stupid, right? Because again, right?
He was scared. Yeah.
What the?
I think he was scared.
Because bro, why are Africans having war with black? Bro, like we.
Yeah, but I'm sure
we
you
don't look
like
alike.
as a kid though.
That's
y'all
not true though.
Y'all better than us. Y'all be hating. Y'all be on there thinking.
That's not
y'all
true
be looking
though,
down on us.
Nah, that's not true,
Facts.
bro.
No,
No,
y'all little African niggas that come over here. Y'all be thinking y'all better. Y'all be thinking y'all better than the African niggas that's already here.
that's not true, yo. Because listen, bro, coons exist among Africans.
Whoa.
Right? And like coons exist among what? No. Again, there are African coons and there are Black American coons, right? And the coons from
what is he saying?
From the Africans think they better than that, and Black American coons think they're better than right. Me is bro is just find people who you can align with, right? Right, like bro, like I just never aligned with bigots, with close-minded people. What?
You
What?
never aligned with them?
You've never aligned with bigots.
No.
To be the people you
Every
agree with
fucking
most.
thing out of your
Nah,
mouth
hell
is
no.
the craziest bigoted thing I've ever heard someone say.
That's in LA where like is this super
He
left?
just fucking went
bullshit.
right past my question.
Yes.
I asked him and didn't answer it at all.
Yes.
No, I'm saying like you feel that way because like you grew up here, right?
Okay, what the fuck does that have to do with anything?
If you ask anybody in middle of America, I'm probably like the most progressive.
No.
Like
I got
the pastor
homies
person
back
you know.
home.
I'm not from out here.
They
Flacco,
be
you're
saying
not.
Yeah,
all type of
no.
shit. They be like, yo, that nigga.
Yo,
Flacco
and
be
also
wildin'.
too, I don't know what the fuck you think about me, but I am not progressive or liberal.
You
or
grew up though in like California, right?
I grew up in that shit, but
Yeah.
you think I give a fuck?
No. I'm saying, right, like how people are like defined here is a little different, right? For example, right, if you grew up, let's say in North Dakota, like you would probably like define me as like mad progressive, mad woke, mad left. But though, if you place me in
Nah.
California, I'm probably far right. You feel me?
No,
Right?
I don't think so.
I think on the internet, you all over the place. Cause I got homies who conservative down south. They be hitting me up like, what the fuck that nigga Flacco be talking about?
Your vibe lately has
He's
been
rapping,
like
huh?
Charleston
Yeah,
White.
he be wildin'.
Hell
That's
no.
been your vibe.
Let's get into some more of these topics before we get out
Me?
of here. Cause we got
Yeah,
some clips
you.
to make. So, all right. Loose Cannon allegedly got stabbed in prison.
Let's
I don't know. Let's hear what Sharice had to say about this one.
Today has been one hell of a day. I found out that my husband got attacked by 5 Mexicans from the Fed building. I think
5
with
Mexicans?
all that's going on with the riots and everything, everybody's just on 10 over there. I don't know what's going on. They said he was in the infirmary. Some people are saying he's in a hole. Some people said he got stabbed.
Rick Baby
Some
said it
people
was
said he
fake
got
news.
slashed. I don't even know. Our attorney, they won't let him in. We tried calling the NAACP. They're not letting them in. I tried calling the governor. They're not doing anything. It's just, this is wild. And I'm actually on my way to New York right now because my best friend's daughter just passed away too. This is just a nightmare of a day.
Oh, wait, here? And Luz actually did a follow-up and said that he only got sliced.
All right, well, let's pull that clip up.
Yeah, yeah.
Where's that, on their page?
Yeah, page, yeah. No, Josh, just go to the page. Yeah. And just go to videos. Yep, and just click on slice, yeah.
All rights to the contents.
Yeah, he's gone right now. He should be back soon, I guess, because they trying to say that he didn't start this shit and whatever. But we just got off lockdown, so.
So he got sliced?
Yeah, he didn't get stabbed. He got cut.
Okay, so why would Marvin call me saying that?
5 Mexicans.
Miscommunication. We've been on lockdown because all the protesting and shit that's going on outside.
She's cringe.
I didn't know he called you.
Hey, lying, huh, bullshit?
She's really cringe, bro.
All right. Well, that's better to know.
I pause. I guess we already. Okay, so after Nasty, man, you take it. Man, Tory, now Loose.
R. Kelly.
Now that Tory situation.
R. Kelly. Well, no, R. Kelly was white. They weren't Mexicans. We can put it. You feel me? Yeah. So like, man, like, what's going on, man? Like, why? You feel me? Bro, they causing havoc,
you
man.
Should know. Like, you're the one that should know all
hell no, I don't know shit.
Yeah. Right.
Well, see, Tory Lanez is on a 50-50 year, so he's with the PCs, the piece of shits. So it's like I can't really. I mean, whatever that goes on over there is like completely fucking different.
Yeah, right. Because the dude who try to who stabbed Tory Lanez.
You know, he a weirdo.
I think the real question is, it's not about F Nasty thinking if why Mexicans stabbing Loose Cannon.
That's the
I think the real question is, do we even believe Loose Cannon was stabbed or sliced?
No.
He said 5 Mexicans. Now, okay, so my thing is this, bro. Yeah, I know Mexicans.
If there was 5 Mexicans, I guarantee he would have been dead. 1,000% he would have
right.
been dead.
5 people
he would have been dead as fuck.
Right.
And not just a single slice, bro.
Right, bro. Because, bro, I know Mexicans, bro. Like, if they want to get you, they going to get you. You feel me? Right? So I don't think that 5 is going to.
What does that mean?
Well, see, the R. Kelly situation.
They are militant.
You told me they were white. The R. Kelly situation.
Yeah, white. Right? No, facts. No, so what this is, Finn, listen, bro. Like, bro, we seen and how the one Mexican, like, manhandled Tory. If they wanted to get you, bro, they going to get you.
They would have killed them, yeah.
Yeah, feel me? So I don't.
So I think that was bullshit. You're calling this cap?
Bro, what do you think?
Cap.
I'm asking you, and then I'm going to tell you what I think.
No, what do you think?
Why are you flipping on me?
Right? No, because
I'm going to give you what I think.
No, you put words. No, okay, what do you think?
I think that Loose Cannon has ran out of ideas, and this is
bullshit.
This is bullshit. I think if he would have got stabbed, then I don't think Sharice would have been on the plane making a video about it so calmly without any tears dropping from
crocodile
her face.
tears.
I feel like
you vicious.
I fuck with Loose Cannon and I fuck with Sharice, but I feel like this one was an obvious news story just to get out there. It's like way too obvious because, like, come on, if your husband your baby daddy just got stabbed and you're not even crying.
Crocodile tears.
Why are you making a video about it?
She be making videos, so I give her. She make the videos, but like there would be way more concern, way more like emotion coming from her if the nigga really got stabbed up by 5 Mexicans. You ain't on there. Oh yeah, he got stabbed. I don't know. Like,
if I would have heard my brother got stabbed by 5 Mexicans, I would have been like, damn, this was dead.
But that's why you would see way more emotion coming from her.
Yeah, no, most definitely.
And I didn't see enough emotion for me to even believe that she thought it was real.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Crocodile tears.
No, again, I said what I think, right? Which is, again, man, if 5 Mexicans would have like stabbed you, man, like you dying, bro, like you're not gonna get a slice. So
I know, but say like before seeing this clip right here, saying he got sliced, like we're fucking talking about like the video hurt. On the video shit.
And listen, man, I talked to Sharice a few times. She's like very stoic. So like even like with the emotions, I'm not reading too much into it. I do think though, because she said that she got an update from somebody else. If your loved one got stabbed, won't the jail call you?
Yeah.
So this is you trying to say that you don't believe it either, right?
I'm not too sure about that.
I'm just saying it don't make sense, man.
It don't make sense, and it wasn't believable. But let's hear what Brick Baby had to say. Brick Baby's in there with Loose Cannon. I haven't actually heard Brick's side of the story, but
yeah,
I've talked to Brick. multiple times since he's been locked up, and he's been telling me that Luke's been lying on him. So I don't know what to believe. Right, I definitely don't believe this stabbing story.
Say that he said it was bullshit.
Yeah, Brick just said it was fake.
Because like he like also said too that because Lou said that he kicked Brick out the cell, and that was a lie. Yeah, feel me? Yeah, man. Nah, I mean, like this shit crazy.
I mean,
man.
him saying that they were Mexicans feels like they're just trying to take a wave of the news.
And
use that as a.
They're trying to use what's going on in the city right now as like.
And that's crazy to use a Mexican
to make it more believable.
Yeah, right.
That's crazy.
Yeah. What? Maybe like the Tory shit.
Oh, let me hear. I didn't even hear any of this Brick shit yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been calling Flacco for damn near 2-3 straight trying to finish our little segments or something, man. I don't think he messing with his brother right now.
Oh, hold on. Time out.
Well, time out what?
Before we even get to hear the stabbing, he said, I've been trying to call Flacco. I ain't heard from him in 3 weeks.
Yeah, what's up with that?
It's your brother, man.
I told Mikey to tell Christian to call him. No, right? Okay, so
Cap.
No, I did.
Cap.
No. Again, I have a new number, right? Right. So again, I have a number that's 661 now, but because my iCloud is still connected with the shit, like you can like FaceTime me and like iMessage me, but when you like regular call me, you know, I don't get it, right? Because like it's a new number.
Man, you fake as fuck, nigga. You lying.
Wait, so why have you give your
how you switch up on Brick that quick, man? You was out here video after video, Brick baby this, Brick baby that. Now Brick baby locked down. He can't even get in touch with the kid. We pressing you for that, man. I'm Brick baby today on 6-0. Call that nigga.
I had no idea he was trying to reach me.
I told you 2 weeks ago. I told you last week Brick was trying to reach you, and you still ain't reached out to him.
How do I call Brick?
Nigga,
right?
You talked to his wife. What the fuck? Easy.
No,
hey, hit up Kirsten. Hey, I'm trying to reach Brick. She's gonna call you same day.
But I had
that's crazy, looking,
bro.
But wait though. But again though, I had no idea that she was trying to reach me.
Nigga, I told you last week that Brick was trying to tell you.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
Oh, 2 weeks, and you
still.
Still.
That makes it worse.
But she ain't called me since. You feel me?
Have you went out your way to reach out to them to make it a thing?
I have not reached out, no, but that's
fake ass niggas, man.
How's it fake? Because I didn't reach out.
Because
that's your boy.
Because listen, you was doing a whole bunch of dick riding Brick baby when Brick baby was out making the videos on him and shit. Now that he locked down, cause bro, every time, Brick in here fresh as hell, my guy, saying all that shit. Now Brick locked up, you can't even holler at him. It's been 3 weeks.
I don't see how. No,
you can get in touch with him, Flacco.
Again, no. And you told me
wrong for that, Flacco.
And you told me and like on a podcast, yo, they're trying to reach you. And I'm thinking
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I'm thinking, oh shit, you feel me? Okay, cool, right? Like feel me? And they'll call me. And then you
think you're that important? People are just calling you?
If they told him, yo, right?
Yeah, but your homie's in jail. You gotta call him. What the fuck?
I don't see.
He doesn't have a phone. Like that doesn't make any fucking sense.
No, sure. But again, though, if I'm hearing
you just said sure.
If I'm hearing it in passing and on a podcast, I'm thinking, oh, cool, you feel me?
He's gonna call you,
right?
Yeah, Brick has his resources. He's gonna call me.
And then I peeped. Oh shit.
Oh, he's in jail. That's right. He can't call me.
If and he can't like FaceTime, then he'll probably have to call the regular call. But then that shit won't reach me because But
you got no silence unknown callers, huh? He's been calling you and you didn't answer.
And he has the 213-804 number. I have now a 661 number.
Flacco, you lying. It's the same number that when Brick Baby was in jail, it's the same number that's been in the same group chat. If you wanted to get the Brick Baby, you know how to get the Brick Baby.
No, that's
nigga, you could have even hit me up to be like, hey, what's his wife's number? You ain't did that. I figured behind the scenes.
Flacco, he lost interest once he stopped doing the videos.
I'm still in the chats because again, right? But
so that if I text this number, my number's not gonna pop up. I'm finna text you right now.
Sure.
Yeah, text him.
No, it's iCloud. It's gonna reach me because like.
Hold on, we finna see.
Because
all right,
I just sent you a random message.
You know what? I have an Android.
It's iCloud. Okay, you again, bro. You don't know how iCloud works. Okay.
I know you ain't called Brick.
Yeah, we know that.
You have not tried in any effort to call him.
Hold on, I just sent you a message. What it say?
Well, I'm trying to tell you how iCloud works, nigga. Okay.
That says that I ain't gonna.
Wait, I'm trying to tell you. Wait, listen, bro. Okay, so look, here's how iCloud works. Okay.
All right.
Okay, so look, okay. if it's again, right? So look, if it's right. So look, right.
All
right.
Sure.
Again, if it's connected to my iCloud, right?
Don't you have an Android?
I can get the FaceTime.
2 phones and an
across
Android
from here,
at home,
okay?
yeah.
Right.
So you should have called it. To see what
But the
I don't have his
number is this.
Hold on, those are the same 2 numbers though. What number is that? Hold on.
Look,
those are 2 different numbers on there. But
look.
Josh just texted you too.
Yes, it's iCloud.
Flacco, I just sent you Kirsten's number so you can call Brick.
Look,
you want to.
Hey,
right?
Yeah, try calling her right now.
I can get the message because again, it's the iCloud.
Yeah.
But when you call this phone, it has to go to this. Watch this.
They should hire you for the Genius Bar, Flacco.
When you call me, it say Flacco. Your number pop on. I ain't seen no iCloud.
Tap in for your Genius Bar fucking appointment with Flacco.
What's your number now?
Yeah.
No, we're not doing this right now. Let's get to some of these other topics
Yeah.
and wrap up
Moral of the story is, I mean, yeah, it is a number that I don't have saved. I don't know what the fuck you got going on, Flacco.
Man.
Flacco got hella identities. But to make a long story short,
Yeah, man.
I didn't expect the first section of this shit to be Brick calling you out. You gotta make this shit right, Flacco.
No, but though I gave Christian like the new number now, so
all right, so you are gonna
but
get in touch with my boy
Well,
Brick
it's right in
Baby.
your neighborhood, huh?
Free Big Baby. So hold on, let's finish this shit and then we'll get back into the topics.
Yeah, I've been calling Flacco for damn near 2-3 straight trying to finish our little segments or something, man. I don't think he messing with his brother right now, man. I don't know what's going on.
It's an APB.
I think it's time that we ask the world, where is Flacco?
You right here.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Where is Flacco?
Flacco, where you at?
Yeah, where you at, Flacco, man? You got 48 hours to respond, man, or we gonna make your fat ass run 3 miles, nigga.
Brick, we on him.
Real quick, while I'm recording, say the shit about Loose.
Oh, this Mikey talking? What the fuck?
All right, go for it, Brick.
Yeah, I've been calling Flacco
Mikey ass gonna get a shot. He said, say this shit about
2-3
Loose.
straight trying to finish our little
All right, go to the
segments
next slide.
or something, man. I don't think he messing. Oh yeah, man. It ain't no way possible that Loose got stabbed or sliced in the middle of a lockdown. His homies up there. If they ain't all stabbed and sliced, then nigga, they all up there programming like straight hoes, man. But look, that's neither here nor there. It's the Brick, not the trick. And there's no infirmary here. You got to be shipped out to the hospital, man. The 10 minutes is almost coming to an end, Mikey. It's all love. You know what I'm saying? I got my wifey on here. I love you, baby. We out of here.
Wait, so
yeah, man.
and he said that Loose is fake?
Yeah, he's saying that basically Loose
Fake
ain't no
news.
way niggas getting stabbed up.
There's a lockdown because of the riots. Makes total sense.
Wait, which riot? Oh,
What riots?
oh,
What riots?
Wait, really? Because why would they be locked up?
Because it's
the
right
prison?
there. Because literally,
It's literally in
the
front of the
prison,
federal
it's
building.
like in
Oh,
the
really?
fucking, like right in front of the entrance.
Is
to
that
the
where he's
prison.
at too?
Shit, somebody sent
See,
me,
man,
was on FaceTime
Yeah, I been.
outside of that shit, and it was right by the federal building. I'm like,
Really?
Yeah, it's right there. Literally,
Word.
where they shut down the freeway. It's right.
Oh
fucking
yeah, the
there.
federal building in downtown. Yeah.
Wait, the freeway got shut down to downtown? So like,
Right,
if I
it's
try
like-
to go to downtown, I can't go?
not right
No,
now.
right now you're good, but that shit was shut the fuck
Yesterday
down.
for like a couple hours, it was shut down.
yeah, it was hard.
I'll be real, bro. If I'm working a 9 to 5 and I gotta go to work or else I get fired and
Bro, well, I'm pretty sure you won't get fired if the freeway shut down, bro. I don't.
man, listen,
That's what it
man.
did though. Them people blocked
Man,
it.
shit.
All right,
man.
Matt. Let's
So-
configure the question. What about if you were headed home after your 9 to 5 and you're stuck in traffic?
What?
And all of a sudden, a
Yeah.
bunch of people fucking are jumping in the streets with flags. What are you doing?
Well, that's me going home. I don't. I
me
would-
go
No,
home,
but
guys.
what are you doing?
Yeah,
though?
what are you doing?
I'll just wait. No, but yeah, no, but if I don't get here on time, I'll lose my job and how I'm feeding my families. Somebody got to move, bro. You feel me? I don't care, bro. Right? Because again, it's either I lose my job and my kid goes homeless,
Or someone's getting hit by a car.
shit. Somebody got to go, bro.
I
Feel me?
doubt it that's gonna happen, bro.
You feel me?
So you tell me you're gonna run over hundreds of people, right? In the middle of the road.
Hey, listen,
Right?
man.
That's what you're saying, right?
I'm not losing my job and have my kid go homeless, bro. Something got to shake.
I
you
wish
feel
you
me?
showed that much effort to get here on time.
To be
Bro,
fair, Flacco's
I'm always on here on time.
He's been on time. He's been on time
Right?
lately.
Oh, also too, because that time though that you claimed that me and Lush was late, bro. Mikey and Steven said no, Josh. Like you were wrong.
No,
Like,
no.
we were there.
Fridge.
Flacco,
At least. Well,
you are
Yeah.
wrong. I was on the phone at 11:58 and walked back here. You guys are not in the building.
But ask Mikey and Steven.
I don't have to ask. I have a phone and eyes.
Josh, I walked in with Lush
at late.
At like 11:56.
At 11:58 for a 12 o'clock show.
Wait. Pause. And he claimed that day that we came in after 12. Now as we came at 11:58. Huh?
I said you were late, and you were late.
But we were in the building though at
late
at least 11:56.
No.
Bro, ask Mikey.
I don't have to ask Mikey.
Josh, Josh.
Flacco.
If me, Lush, Steven,
if I start
and Mikey and Dottie say you're wrong.
If I start a phone call at 11:58 in the front of the building and walk back here and you're not in here, that's all the proof I have.
But Josh,
I started the phone call at 11:58.
If me, Donnie, Steven, Mikey, let's just say Josh, like we look at the top and they were here at this time.
Flacco.
And I don't know. You're saying, bro, that all five is wrong and you're right. I'm saying this kind of crazy.
No, what I'm saying is that I have a phone, I have eyes, I can see what time it is. I was up there and you were not in the building.
But me, Donnie, Steven,
I don't
Mikey,
give a fuck what you say right now.
And Lush phone said 11:56.
No, it didn't.
But our phones was wrong and Josh's phone was right. Feel me? I'm saying no.
Yes, Flacco. You're wrong.
But five people
Flacco,
say though that I was right, Josh.
No, none of them have said that. You're including Donnie. You're including all these other people that were up here. Flacco, get to the fucking topics and stop making
let's do some more shit.
No, you meant about me, Josh, not me.
No, you're wrong, dude. You're a liar. You're a proven liar.
Five people say you were wrong, though, Josh.
Anything that comes out of your mouth.
But five
get
people
to the topics.
But five people said, Josh, that you lied.
I yelled at you and Lush because you guys were walked in here late as usual.
But five people said you lied that day, Josh.
No one's lying on you, Flacco. It was 11:58. I answered a phone call and I walked back here and you were not in this building.
Five people is saying, bro, we look at our phone, Josh, and they were here at 11:56.
All right, well, look, we're going to do our homework on that after the fact, and I'm going to come back and just decide if Flacco's a liar. All right, so
everyone already knows Flacco's a liar.
But five people said Josh was wrong that day.
Not wrong.
All right, so look,
you're disputing
which topic? The Lil Durk shit is whatever.
What?
Dirk?
No, it's part of the title. We have to talk about it.
Is it the main title?
Yeah.
All right, for sure. All right, so look, Lil Durk bond has been denied again. A federal judge wants Lil Durk to give up his rights to make money from his music before being comfortable granting him bond. Which is kind of crazy.
That's crazy.
Like, why would he stop making money so he can get bond? It's like
no, because according to the judges,
they think he gonna use his money to tamper with the witnesses that's out right now, right?
Or, no, because so Durk and here, so the prosecution has a couple of parameters, right, where they're saying, yo, Durk is a risk. Durk is a flight risk. Durk will tamper with
evidence.
Yeah, right. So Durk and them just keep on, I guess, raising like the amount of money.
It's at 4.5 million right now.
Right, and they're not really addressing like the other parts. So the judge is saying, yeah, like 4.5 is a lot, but the 4.5 million won't address the flight risk and the other stuff. Now, even if you give us like 4.5 million, you still have a substantial catalog of music to where, yo, you could probably make double that or more than that, right? So like, even like, right, like, you know, and you giving up like 4.5 million, is that really like a deterrent to have you not flee if you're facing life in prison? The judge thinks like 4 million is not really a big enough deterrent to where a man who probably has a catalog worth $50 million won't flee. You know, so I think that makes sense to me. You know, if somebody, you know, is supposed to be like a deterrent so they don't flee, I don't feel like 4 million is gonna stop Lil Durk from fleeing.
I think the worst thing Durk did was catching booking all 3 of those different flights the day that he got arrested. I feel like you doing that is the real reason why they're not gonna grant you bond at all, no matter what you raise the prices to.
Yeah, that could
because it showed that you were a flight risk anyway. It looked like you were trying to flee the country.
But they proved that but they proved though, right? Because like during the first bond hearing, and they squashed that already. Is they said it wasn't in 3 different flights. So is he had like one flight booked, which was like a you know,
one in Miami or something, or he was in Miami.
Yeah, no, but like it was like just on a plane with like other people.
Yeah.
and then he booked
a private jet.
Yeah, but though, like that private jet had different stops, right? Because it's a private jet, right? So like, it had like it like had stops in Italy and somewhere else, but the main destination was like Dubai, right? So like they're saying it's not 3 different flights. This is just the same flight, but it's different stops.
But it was 2 different flights. And why are you if they're trying to investigate you for a murder or they're trying to arrest you for a murder and you're trying to fly out the country,
well,
it doesn't look good.
It's not going to look good. Yeah. Especially you had 2 different flights that day.
No. According to them, like, Your Honor, there was not no active search warrant. No, again, according to them, there was not a arrest warrant out for Lil Durk. Durk was a free man to fly wherever he wanted to fly to, but the feds was monitoring Durk. And when they seen that Durk is trying to catch a flight after his homies got arrested, that's when the feds said, hold on, let's go ahead and get a emergency, I guess, criminal complaint and get Durk in so he don't flee. So they're saying Durk did nothing wrong, right? Like, again, like there was not an active arrest warrant out for him. He was not wanted.
Yeah, but once your homies get arrested and you start trying to book flights, it's like, yeah, nigga, hold on, we finna sit your ass down too before you do get ghost.
Yeah, which to me like should be illegal, right? Like yo, like if I don't have an arrest warrant out, you feel me?
Yeah.
All right. Then why can I, like here, right? I think with Diddy, right? Remember that day when like his homes was, I think, getting raided in like Miami, and they made him like land like his plane in the Bahamas, and it's like, why? Like y'all are just raiding my house. Like I'm not being arrested yet. Now the arrest came like 6 months later, but if y'all are just raiding my home, I can't fly where I'm trying to fly to.
I think Diddy did it smarter than Durk, even though he didn't get granted bond, because Diddy still made it a thing where he was actively, I think he was living in New York or Miami at the time, on social media, like making it a thing to show that he wasn't running from this, versus Durk, shit, it just looked like bro is finna get the fuck on down. So I think that's why Durk's not gonna get granted a bond at all during this shit. I think he's gonna have to sit during the whole time this trial and before the court shit start. But I don't know. I've been seeing some shit where people starting to believe that Durk has a good chance of beating this. They're trying to say, hey, Durk didn't hire these dudes to do it, that the niggas just did it.
Once the feds get involved, bro, and they're like, if they snatch you up, that's
they have a high ass conviction rate, 100%.
Once the feds snatch you up, fool, you're fucked, fool.
Bro, that's because like people don't fight it.
Yeah, because most people just take a plea deal because they just know they can't beat the feds. But I think Durk actually, he's definitely not gonna take a plea deal because at the end of the day, what you gonna plead for the rest of your life? So he's gonna fight this. But I'm just hearing like, hey, Durk might get away. They saying, hey, shit, he might not have told the dudes to do this shit. And they acted on their own behalf, just being.
And the worst part of the feds is you get 30 years, you're sitting out the full 30, full. You're not coming home with 10%, 20%, nothing. You're sitting down the whole fucking 30 years.
Damn. Yeah, bro. Even like with Durk, right? Like, cause I think like his lawyer said that they're not even like considering a plea deal, because I feel like they kind of understand it's all or nothing, right? Because like even like a plea deal, bro. If they offered Durk like 15 years, nigga, take it.
I'll take it,
right? Because bro, you are a multimillionaire, right? Like you can still like record from prison, like Tory Lanez is doing. You feel me? Right, like, cause if Durk comes home in 15 years, he'll be what, like 46, 47?
But even to be that old and coming home with nothing, it's kind of crazy, yeah.
And you think he's gonna get 15 for a murder for hire? That nigga getting way longer than that. Bro.
Well, like, cause bro, like again, man, like what they like have on Durk is weak. I'll be real, bro. Like I don't see the strong over like here, right? Right, for example, right, bro? Like, if they can charge Durk for this murder, then I don't know why they won't charge Durk for
the Stephen Mack.
Yeah, right. Because to me, it's like the Stephen Mack murder is way more evidence there, right? Like dudes is confessing that Durk paid, right? Like dude is like at like the music shoot afterwards, right? Like so, like to me, it don't make sense to me why the feds would charge Durk for this murder, but then the state says we're not charging Durk for this murder. To me, it's similar burden of proofs, you know?
Well, free Durk, free Almighty, free Big Bravy.
Almighty's busted too, huh? I forgot.
Wait.
Brick baby. Yeah, Almighty locked up too right now.
But like he's coming home soon, though, man. Like right, like that's nothing, right? Like he's probably home.
I mean, I don't know. I hope so. Put up
His
some of that
bond was
money
pretty
that you
high,
make on
though.
YouTube.
I ain't gonna lie, his bond was pretty high for
That shit. Yeah, think about it. That's
That's
380.
high,
That's like 38,000 you got to
38,000,
pay.
yeah.
That's and then
It's
on top of that,
30,000,
that's
bro.
not even just.
But
That's just getting out. Then on top of that, you got to pay for the lawyers and shit.
they have
so-
38,000. I think that, right, like there has to be like a hold up, like right, like either like there's a hold on something, right? Because bro, he has 38,000 to get out. You feel me?
Most
It's
niggas ain't got 38,000 just sitting there.
no, okay, but his family, like dad, mom, brothers, cause like bro, like they have 38,000. I think it's
That's
something
a lot
deeper.
to like scrape up together.
That's a lot to scrape up, and then not on top of that.
Let me ask
he
my
already-
cousins and grandma for.
Not on top of that, now you need the money to fight the lawyers. So that's
Yeah.
already like,
Another
nigga, that's
25.
another 30, 20
Yeah.
piece right there. So that's 60 bands just to fight this, and he's already fighting other shit. So it's just like, it's just an unfortunate situation. I hate that. I don't even know what he's arrested for.
Yeah, I don't
like
know either.
stalking or whatever. I don't even know.
It's an old case, right?
So what you got picked back up for? Would you know? Like, what was the scenario? Where
No,
was he at? I don't know.
no. He like went to court, and they got him like rebooked on like the date.
Oh shit! So he was in the courtroom and they just took him.
Yeah, right. Because the date was like March 12th. Like right, that was like the date of the offense was like March something.
Okay.
Damn. So it wasn't like a situation where he was out and about and just got arrested. So he was literally at a court date and then it was like, all right, now you got to sit down.
Yeah, right. Like even like his first case that he was fighting now, you know, and he had like 80% of the charges dismissed. He was still fighting, I think, like a gun or something, right? Because they claimed that he like robbed somebody, but then like the surveillance showed that he was like already like out or left, and the person said that he didn't do it. No, is the person on the night said that Almighty suspecting him, but that's just because he was in a studio and he left. So then he got those charges dismissed,
Mhm.
and then I think still charged him with the gun, and then he came back and they charged him again for something
Free
else.
Almighty.
You feel me?
Free Almighty for
Free
real.
Almighty.
Free Brick baby. Free everybody we fuck with. Let's do this Nicki Minaj and Lil Wayne topic. So Nicki Minaj hopped on Lil Wayne's album, and honestly, I only heard like 3 to 4 songs off the album. I
No,
still gotta go back and do my just do.
It's a bonus though. And this dropped I think last night.
Last night, right? So
right, it's a bonus song. So
I heard a snippet of the song. I didn't
she
hear the
tweeted-
Megan Thee Stallion diss, but I heard the part where it sounded like she was taking shots at Jay-Z. She said something along the lines like, "Yo, the NFL need to hire some niggas and then come holla at us." And people felt like she was saying the NFL need to get rid of Jay-Z.
Even like the song title could be seen.
NO niggas, what's it called?
Banned from NO.
Banned from NO.
It sounds like a diss towards
Jay-Z, right?
Jay-Z, man.
And she's been very vocal about how Jay-Z kind of like did her dirty with the title deal. How she didn't get all the money that she was supposed to get paid.
But
from the title situation. So like Nicki Minaj, she hasn't been biting her tongue when it comes down to the New York Giants. It seemed like she ready to go toe to toe with Jay-Z, which is something we wouldn't have thought Nicki Minaj would be willing to do.
Listen, man, nobody should go toe to toe.
I mean, you doing it. I see you making. I see you making them Rock Nation videos, Desiree Perez videos. But
hey, listen, bro.
I see Nicki Minaj. She ain't scared of the Rock Nation and the Jay-Z shit. So, as far as the Megan Thee Stallion line, I didn't hear that. Did you see it in here? Which line was towards Megan?
So people are saying like the flip flop. These bitches is perishing.
Oh, about to cop you slides. All you do is flip flop.
If I send a pic of Shannon, you ain't that sharp.
Here, there's a few. Here, let me pull up real quick. Here,
So Nicki taking shots.
Yeah, let me pull it up real quick, man.
So overall, while he's pulling up the lyrics, what were your guys' thoughts? Oh, this is a Josh question. Josh, what was your thoughts on the Carter 6? Because I know you're a huge Wayne fan.
Big Wayne fan. I mean, everything has progressively gone down probably in the last
100%.
6-7 years. Anything that comes out, it's like hearing him on shit, hearing him on features is cool, but we've passed the prime.
Yeah, it's
we're
over.
So far past that. I mean, what type of like rehabilitation, what type of like career boost can you do at this point to bring you back to where you're at?
It's just so unfortunate because like all these, like everybody that we listen to now got some type of influence from Wayne. I think Wayne just really fucked it up just by not being in tune to the current culture. So like he's just so dated. And then like this Carter 6 shit just really showed.
He don't sound dated though, right?
He 100% sounds dated.
He sounds super dated.
Beat selection sounds dated.
Song,
the cadences sound dated. It's just like you can like literally. That's why everyone's been shitting
Carter
on the album.
6 baby, right? But like he had features with I think Cordae, right? And that just sounded like Prime Wayne. So like
I'm talking about the Carter 6 that just dropped
right
now.
You know, again, right? Like the album itself may have sound dated, but I'm saying like Wayne himself, like he's not somebody who I would consider like outdated, because even like with his like with
100% outdated. That's
and
why
like he's done features recently though where like he sounded like, you know, like he's up with the times. It just feels like the producer of whoever like did this shit, bro. Like he had like the worst beats possible. You feel me?
It's not even just like even what he's rapping about. I feel like the whole metaphor bar for bar shit is just not where we're at with it right now. Like,
so don't rap no more.
Nah, you can rap. It's just niggas aren't going just like all punchline after punchline, metaphor after metaphor. I feel like Wayne is still in that bag, and I feel like he's just like dated, like melodically and shit. Like, I don't know. He should have just tapped in with like the Trippie Reds and the Playboy. Bro, he has so much influence that there's no way in hell. Like, look at how Kanye West does it. Kanye West knows, like, hey, maybe I'm getting old. Let me hop in. Let me tap in with Dave Blunts. Let me bring Cardi around. Let me bring Travis around and soak in game from some of the new guys.
Yeah.
It seemed like Wayne is just
well,
like,
his son to me is like all he needs.
shout out to Navi. I know him personally. He's a good fucking kid, but he's not gonna be able to save the Carter 6. But
No,
I just think that
he's hard though.
He's super hard. Like, I went to a show at South by Southwest. He hard. He like literally being around him. Feel like you're around Lil Wayne. Like, he has Lil Wayne aura all over him.
Nah, that's
like,
crazy, bro.
No, 100%. Like, bro, he has the Lil Wayne aura. Like, I don't know, maybe because all the big ass security, like, Lil Wayne, like, literally, he has like.
Man, cut it out, man.
I'm telling you, fool. Like, it just felt like you just being around Lil Navi.
He has Prime Wayne era.
No, I'm not
Prime
saying
Wayne aura.
I'm not saying aura. I'm not saying like lyrics and shit. But I'm saying
I'm
when you're around him,
he has the Wayne presence.
Not as in with the
Wayne
fans.
presence.
But as a person that like Wayne is
from your perspective.
Wayne is my GOAT. So being around him, you feel Wayne's energy for sure. Just like how he carries himself, even like from the security niggas that they got. Like, he had like some of the biggest security niggas.
He has security? Why?
Nigga, that's fucking Lil Wayne's son.
Yeah, but
what the fuck you mean?
Like, his face ain't that recognizable.
Well, we were at a show at South by Southwest in Texas. That nigga had some big ass security niggas with him. He had some Young Money niggas with him or whatever.
Oh, really? Okay.
So it just felt you could feel the
all Young Money niggas or the new crew
the new crew niggas.
Okay.
Shout out my boy Dead to the City. He be doing this shit too.
That's crazy.
That's a young moolah. But as far as the album, I haven't even listened to it.
That's crazy.
I've listened to like 4 songs off of it. And
it's not a good listen, man. Don't like.
It's not.
Like me personally, bro. Like, I'll probably just skip this one, man.
That's why I honestly, it's just like, damn. Wayne.
If you are to listen to like Carter 6, just play Barter 6, man. Feel me? Right?
You gotta play thug shit, man.
Yeah, Barter 6. Nothing will ever touch that ever.
Before we end this, all right, let's do these.
Like
but I have a question though. Who would y'all put as the top 5 hottest rappers in the game right now in order?
Oh, that's a hard. That's
in order.
Like,
in order. Top 5 right now. Who got the game?
After like Dot and Drake, I feel like the field is the field, right? Like,
there's an order right now for sure.
I'll be real.
I can't answer that question because I don't listen to what's popular, so I don't fucking know. I listen to what I like.
Yeah, bro. Like, I'll be real, bro. Right? Because people, hey, for example, right? Like, even with like Cardi and Travis Scott, right?
They're top 5 right now.
Right. But like both those niggas just do so many like gimmicks with bundles and shit. Like, we don't even like know their real numbers. So like, for example, right? Like right now, it feels like Cardi is above Travis Scott just in terms of like the influence. And
I don't know anyone listening to Travis Scott at all.
And the hype.
I don't know one person.
But bro, and he sold like 300 off a re-release, right? So,
I'm not knocking his game. Like, I'm just saying.
So
I personally
it's
don't
kind of
know
like
one person who's like, you know what? Throw that new Travis Scott on, bro.
Yeah.
If you had to ask me, I would say
it has to be Travis above Cardi just off
Travis.
Numbers.
All right, so look, there's 2 different lists, but all these people are on the same list. As far as like overall, Kendrick Lamar is the biggest rapper in the game right now.
Not biggest.
I mean, he's not the hottest right now. Just how Cardi's one of the hottest. But I'm gonna go.
Not sales wise.
I'm gonna go Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Travis Scott, Playboi Carti, and Future is the top 5 biggest rappers in the game. And then the only reason I can say Carti is not as hot as,
but you say Future
averaged like 50 million monthly listeners on Spotify, so I give him that. And then Carti is right there with Future. And the reason I give Travis Scott over Carti, because I think Travis Scott's at like 60 million monthly, if I'm not mistaken, which is still crazy because
when I think of a Travis Scott listener, I'm thinking of like middle America, white college kid who dresses like shit.
And that's where
that's a lot of people.
And that's
a lot.
And that's where that 60 million monthly
Yeah.
listeners is coming from. So I think right now, I think Kendrick is outdoing Drake right now with monthly listeners. I think Kendrick has like 90 million monthly listeners.
He has 90 million.
That shit done dipped from like 103 to like 89 the last time I
mean,
checked,
the song is not as hot as it used to be, so of course it's gonna be a dip. But let me see.
No, folks may say that like the rise from 7
I'm
to
wrong.
100.
So Kendrick Lamar right now currently has 84 million monthly listeners versus Drake,
that
who
shit done
has
fell.
How many does Young Thug
Drake
have?
has 80 million.
How many does Young Thug have?
If I had to guess, I would go with Young Thug being about 20 million. Let me see.
That's my goat, dude.
I would put Young Thug at.
But
20
that's
million.
kind of
Young Thug 29 million. 29 million.
Right.
So,
but though, and here's what folks, and this is why like folks like look at this Kendrick so like hold on, because Drake has been steady between 79 to 80 for the last year.
Drake has been
right?
low-key popping for
and Dot has went from 60 to 100 to now back down to 84. So it feels like, hold on, bro, like what's going right? Because Drake has been steady at this 80 mark, 79, 80, and and he been
but for the last year he was low-key kind of like killing it though.
But we just gotta say for like what's going on right now. Overall, Drake is a way better artist. I ain't gonna say way better bigger artist than Kendrick. But as of right now, I feel like Kendrick has the wave right now of being number one just currently just because of what's going on. But I feel like overall Drake is still number one.
No, Dot is more influential in hip hop right now. And by influential, I just mean like the culture right now is dick riding him. But in terms of like the bigger artists to me, it's not even close. Bro, listen, bro, like Drake just broke the record for like the most diamond singles I think ever, right? Like Drake has the most number ones ever. Bro, Drake to me is just like it's like kind of like how like that year when we were like telling ourselves that like Kawhi Leonard was better than like LeBron James, and that just came from like us being like mad fatigued at like LeBron James being the best player on the planet for the last decade or so. Right, but Kawhi was never better than LeBron, right? It was just, this is new, like, shiny toy here.
Yeah, no, facts.
Dot ain't never been bigger than Drake, will probably never be bigger than Drake.
He's bigger than Drake this year.
No, man,
he's
more influential, man.
This year he was bigger than Drake, not gonna lie.
Wait, though. Now, the last 12 months, Drake has outstreamed him. Drake has earned more streams than Dot in the last 12 months, right? But
I don't know. I think Kendrick has been outperforming Drake.
No.
Did I not just tell you the nigga got 84 million? The Drake's 80. He got 4 million more.
No. Folks are forgetting. All right, before that Super Bowl surge, Dot did not have more monthly listeners than Drake.
You know, the Super Bowl was in February, right?
Yeah, and we're in what?
That's when the song was really popping.
It's not the Super Bowl that it
surged. Was for sure that Super Bowl surge. Are you crazy?
No, it was the diss song surge. What are you talking about, nigga? He was beating Drake with monthly listeners before the Super Bowl. It was off the song, bro.
No. That's not true, and that's a flat out lie.
All right, let's look it up.
Before the Super Bowl, Dot was not beating Drake in monthly listeners. That wasn't right?
I think it was over that
is that surge
album too. Especially that song with Lefty too. I think that one too kind of.
We're talking about
right, bro.
Now.
Right, because Dot had like a 130% surge. You feel me? Right, just like Usher, right after that Super Bowl. Feel me? But yeah, bro. Like I don't see bro like a 6 months of like outperforming somebody as me. Like you're hotter. You feel me?
For the year, Kendrick got it, man. We just got to give it to him.
It's the streets, man. You feel me? It's like kind of like how, like for example, like like who's an influential person in the quote unquote streets, like Cole, right? like if I say yo
in the streets or just in America?
No, like in hip hop, right? Like
hip-hop,
right,
yeah.
Like folks probably say yo Cole is probably
how many? That's a good question. How many monthly listeners does J. Cole fucking have?
Right, because Cole probably is a bigger artist than I don't know, like Travis Scott.
Nah, hell no.
Or 21 Savage.
No, you're not. Maybe 21 Savage. I wouldn't even say 21 Savage or Travis Scott. See, nope. J. Cole averages 30 million monthly, 32 million monthly, while 21 Savage has 44 million. And who was the other person you just named?
Wait though. Here. And like that's my point, right? It's in the culture though. Like how y'all talk about J. Cole is he's big three. He's right, like, you know, he's like hotter. He's more influential than 21 Savage and Travis Scott.
He's not.
But he was the big three.
According to Drake. I never stand.
Man, cut it out, bro.
I never stand.
All right, well, then, hey, fan, listen, bro. That was the discussion being had.
No, that definitely
was Kendrick, Drake, and Cole. They were the big three, but again,
that
12
definitely
Savage
was the discussion being had.
As always, I'll stream Cole. You feel me?
Shit, I think Cardi is doing better than Cole. I don't even think I know Cardi's doing better than Cole. As far as the lyricist and MC, the debate was Kendrick Lamar, Drake, Big Sean, and J. Cole. So if we're gonna put them in that Meek Mill was a part of that conversation at 1.2. But I don't know.
Wait, hold on. Like when was Meek? Probably like 2011.
Nigga, Meek Mill was a part of that conversation at one point. Nigga, you don't remember when Meek Mill was going back and forth with Kendrick? Like right after all that Control shit, where he even hopped on like the what beat was that? Where he was like, get him right, Terrio. Ooh, kill him. Ooh, he was whatever song, but Meek Mill definitely was a part of that.
Meek had one album that sold more than 200, and that was like his peak.
No, I'm talking about lyricism. Like Meek was a part of that whole debate of trying to be one of the top lyricists with Drake, J. Cole, Big Sean, and he was up there, and then shit just.
He was one of like the hottest rappers, right? But like in terms of like the big three, like Cole had the lyricism, but then Cole was also selling like 400,000 copies first week, right? So like Cole had like the numbers that
Meek and Big Sean didn't have, because Big Sean was in that conversation as well.
Even Wale at some point was considered like one of the greatest, like, you feel me, right? Like, but like people just
he didn't fell bad off. He didn't fell off so hard. Even Casanet don't even know that nigga.
Which for some reason.
And you think Casanet's lying about that? I don't think Casanet's lying about that.
I don't think he was.
I don't know like why people like, fam, bro. Listen, yo, Casanet like knows who Wale is, bro. Like it's impossible, bro.
It's not really impossible. All right, so Casanet's 23 years old. Lotus Flower Bomb came out in 2011. So do the math on that. How old was he when that song was out? Like 11, 12? That's like 10 years ago?
He was like 11
He knows
years old.
Big Sean and Kirk Franklin. He knows Wale, bro. Like
him knowing Kirk Franklin probably has
but
everything
to know
do
what he
with his
looks
mother.
like too, like you can know who he is, but then like knowing what he looks like.
Hey,
No.
Nasty, you know who Wale is?
Yeah.
See?
But he's
But he's what?
You guys talk about a bunch of rap that I don't listen to.
Don't listen to like mainstream core like.
How you know what he listens to?
I'll tell you what he listens to, and you won't even fucking believe it.
But I'm saying he know what you listen to? So he just making up shit.
Yeah.
I'm stereotyping, right? Like
This
you
guy right
like you
here?
listen to what?
Taylor Swift.
I can see you as a Swiftie.
Oh yeah.
I can see that.
Giveon or Given, what the fuck his name is? I bump him.
But you heard of J. Cole though?
Okay.
Yeah.
You heard of Meek Mill?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, for sure. So you know the mainstream niggas, but like Wale really just ain't kept himself relevant, and then ever since the MMG.
But for Kyson not to come on, bro. Like, bro, again, man, I'm just not buying that Kyson not, who grew up in New York, by the way, don't know who Wale is, bro, and he's 23 years old. Cut it out, man.
You saw the interaction; it was super fast.
Yeah, but the fans say, "Yo, that's Wale," and he said, "Who's
Will?
Wale?"
He said, "Who's Will?" He's like, "Oh, that's Wale."
Cut it out, man. Right? But
hold on.
Cut it
I
out,
was just saying
bro.
when he got in the car, bro was like, "Nah, that's Wale."
Yeah, cut it out, bro.
Oh,
Man, come on, bro. Like he knows who Wale is, bro.
Casanat don't.
He's from the Bronx, bro.
Yeah, like
he
Wale
on the
was
East
super
Coast.
influential in the Bronx. Or
No,
like,
he's
nigga.
on the East Coast listening to hip hop at 23 years old. You know who Wale is,
bro. If you think about it, name 5 Wale songs right now, Flacco.
I couldn't tell you one.
Hold on, Flacco. Since you're on the East Coast, me and you both from the East Coast. Name 5 Wale songs right now.
Man, okay. Let's go with Work. Let's go with Flower Bomb. Let's go with Bad. Let's go with Ambition. And let's go with the one from the Seinfeld, which was, oh my God, what's the one? Oh, Tempo.
All right, for sure. But look, you see how all those songs are old as a motherfucker?
Nah, Bad 2013.
You said Seinfeld, nigga, 2013. Bad is 2013.
His biggest song.
His biggest songs, people don't even know are his songs. That's the crazy part. The Lotus Flower Bomb, that's a whole fucking, who was that on there? Miguel?
Yeah, Miguel.
And then Bad, who's on there with him?
Is Rihanna.
Okay, so his biggest songs, people don't even credit him.
But I'm saying, songs, bro, so like, if you grew up on the East Coast,
you probably weren't just a huge Wale fan. Wale's one of those guys who got like, he got songs and shit that be on the radio, but people like, especially like New York niggas and shit, we weren't looking at
Wale. Say that Casa not don't know what, okay.
Here, he said it himself.
But for Casa not to say
about it though, why would he?
Here, bro. Okay, bro. For example, right? For Casa not to say that he don't know who Wale is, then like he would say, "Oh, I don't know what MMG is."
No,
because Wale was literally like at a point, and he was the number 2 guy in MMG, and then Meek surpassed him.
All right, Nasty, let's keep using him. You know what MMG is?
But he's not Kai though. No, bro.
Okay,
bro, come on, bro. You can't use
25.
bro.
So who's around the same age as
bro?
Kai?
You can't use like F Nasty as a Kai Cenat from the Bronx hip hop listener, 23 years old, like demographic, bro. No, bro. Like, no, cut it out. No, but like, find somebody like
name 5 people that was in MMG then, since MMG was so influential.
No, wait, no. Again, no. I'm saying, and that's my point, okay? If Kai Cenat is saying, I don't know what MMG is, then cool, nigga, cool. But I guarantee you, he knows what MMG is. He knows Wale is. Again, because Wale at that time was the number 2 guy, and then Meek took over. So if Kai Cenat, who grew up on the East Coast, is telling me that I don't know what MMG is, and I don't know who like Wale is, then cool. But I don't believe it, bro.
I feel like the tag is bigger than most of the people that was in MMG, besides Wale and Meek Mill. And on top of that, can you even name 3 more people?
I'll be real. I thought that MMG was 4 people. Was Wale, Ross, Meek, and Sally. I didn't know there were like more members of
Sally.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Sally?
He used to do with the beard.
Stally.
Yeah, him.
Yeah. Stally, the dude with the beard. Then you got Gunplay. He was in there.
Yeah, wait, but I don't.
Rocky Fresh was in MMG.
I don't count right.
Gunplay was definitely in. Nigga, Gunplay was in Triple C's before there was.
Yeah, man, but like, yeah, 100%.
But he had one of the hardest verses on the album, the compilation album they had.
I like consider Gunplay just like one of like Raw's homies. Like, if
he was in MMG, 100% a member of MMG.
Here, right? It's like kind of like how like Meek signed, let's say, like Tiffy, right? It's like Dream Chaser, right? Yeah, he's Dream Chasers, but we don't really associate Tiffy Bay as like a rapper from Dream Chasers. You feel me? Right? So like,
but we don't associate Tiffy as a rapper. Period. We just look at him as like the muscle nigga beating niggas up. Gunplay definitely was a rapper on MMG, nigga. He was on the MMG album.
Yeah. Wait though. It's kind of like Bow Wow and Lloyd being signed to Young Money.
I give you.
You're like, come on, bro. Like, yeah, bro. Like Young Money, but come, like that's ridiculous.
Nah, that's a crazy comparison because like the thing is, Gunplay has been with Rick Ross before any of them other niggas. So if anything, he's more MMG than fucking anybody. Versus like fucking Lloyd and Bow Wow came along after fucking Bedrock and all those songs were hit records or whatever. Man. So let's get in some of these super chats and shit before we get up out of here. So my boy AZ, once again, shout out to you because you always donating. He said, how does the No Jumper staff feel about Flacco constantly trying to dictate and criticize how other members of the team do their job? Yeah, fuck you, Flacco.
I don't know.
Flacco, why you be trying to criticize how we do our job up here, nigga?
I don't criticize y'all.
You think you bigger than the program now because you making all this money, nigga?
I don't even like talk about y'all.
Nah, you think you bigger than the program now because you rich now? You think you better than us, fool?
I don't talk about y'all, man.
I'm just fucking with you. I'm just asking what they're talking about. All right, so Woody is for real a rat. He was in the interrogation room saying he was helping them 4 years, fucked the case up, and he told on the ops, and he got in the shootout with names and all. All right, AZ once again, yo, he's an F Nasty fan. He been holding it down for you, my boy. He said, "Hey, F Nasty, how do you feel about Flacco pretending to be gay and hiring gay guys to blackmail other gay download gay guys?"
Is that really what you did?
That's just like the lore, but that shit's cap, man. You feel me? Like,
if it's lore, then it's the truth, right?
So wait, so
well, no, it's cap, right? But like, lore means to me is kind of like the shit that like people say over and over and over again.
Lore is like your history. So.
Lore is part of your story.
Yeah, lore is part of your story.
Oh no.
So what this is a false narrative.
Yeah, right. Because like I like interviewed like some dude claiming that that he slept with this dude, and that dude is claiming that I paid that dude. But I'm like saying who could I pay to say they're gay?
Out, right?
Paying dudes.
We never put that interview out, did we?
No,
this is before No Jumper.
Yeah. Feel me?
You've done it multiple times.
Oh, he's done more?
What?
You been interviewing gay niggas for years?
No, it's some dude like came on here and claimed that he had sex with the Nelk Boys, with Soulja Boy, all type of shit, and we just said it's not worth putting out, so we just never put it out.
Who was it?
Some white guy. Oh my god.
Orlando Brown.
No, oh my god, I forgot his name, bro. Bro, he's
all right, yo,
okay,
AZ, stop hating on my boy Flacco. Flacco, a good nigga, man. What he said again? He said, "What would you rate Flacco weirdo level on a scale of 1 through 10?"
Like a 7.
Hey man, I'll take it, man.
All right, well, I can't even see what the Nikum Poop said. Gang members get in the room when Flacco starts talking and walking it back. Hypocrite. All caps, man. Gerald, yo, Flacco, you got the people voting, donating like crazy. Get Flacco ass out of there. Let Brandon replace Holla. You all right, my boy? I'm still watch your channel.
Nah, dude.
Yo, hey, bro, listen, man. I've been proud at the job that Brandon has been doing, man. For me, shout out to Brandon.
Brandon been going crazy. What kind of jeans you got on, Flacco?
I think Wrangler.
Flacco,
I'm
can you do this?
With this?
Nah, this.
I'm not sure.
Put your leg on your knee.
No, if I'm right, cause like you told me to do it, so no.
No, can you? I'm not asking. I'm not.
Oh yeah, sure. You feel me?
What's good though for this weekend? What are you guys doing this weekend?
Bro, wait, pause. It's Wednesday.
So who cares?
It's 2 more
planning
days
ahead.
What the fuck? The day's almost over, so basically 2 more days.
I feel like it's sacrilegious to ask, hey, bro, like what you doing this weekend on Wednesday?
Nah.
I feel like Friday comes around.
Nah, because on Friday you're getting it done, so it's like I gotta know now what you're doing on Friday.
I'm working kind of. I got interviews and shit lined up Thursday and Friday. What I got going on? I ain't really got shit going on. I was supposed to go to the zoo, but I don't think I'm doing that anymore.
The zoo? Who going to?
We was doing film and content.
Oh, but my IRL shit came in yesterday. Like the
whole little $30,000 backpack them niggas carrying around.
I got what 30,000? No, hell no.
You seen the $30,000 IRL backpacks some niggas got?
Bro, I was in a
snap. All them niggas got
that shit cost like 4,000. Like that shit cost.
It's not like 2 or 3 bands, and this is a new one.
Yeah,
it's the new one. I seen Salil talking about it on the BT Awards.
What do you stream on? Galaxy?
Yeah, that's 21st.
Oh yeah, and everybody using the Galaxy.
That's what I use.
Too, right?
Wait, why?
But see, all I use is a tripod and literally a portable charger. Yeah,
they gave everybody that shit at Streaming University, and that became like the go-to
IRL
streaming.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Wait, pause. Like that works on Twitch.
This is the app right here, right? Called RR Pro. Boom.
Yeah.
Literally just play, and that's it. You already start streaming.
You just stream.
RR Pro.
You have to like do things on the back end
you have to
of
tweak
Kick.
it.
Like linking things and I don't know all the fucking things.
But if you do plan on doing RL streams, I suggest you invest on I don't know what program. I think it's called RL Tool.
Yeah.
So say you get bad service, instead of the VOD ending, it'll just say, "Oh, stream is paused. Be right back."
Oh.
So you don't get just multiple different just VODs and shit.
And it's like ending your stream and restarting your stream.
Yeah.
That was my problem when I was streaming. Is like I would be doing stuff and I want to like. Yeah, bro, I made like $500 streaming in like 2 days.
What was your stuff? Because I never knew that you do content.
Wet Brett on Kick.
Wet what?
Wet Brett.
Okay, I'll check it out. Wet bread. Okay.
Yeah, I haven't streamed in like fucking months, but I did it for like 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh, bread.
No, Brett.
Brett. BRET. Wet Brett.
What's the meaning behind that name?
Sounds dope.
Your name is Brett, but they call you Gunner?
My name's not fucking Brett. My name is Gunner.
That's your real name?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, word. That's
okay.
My government name is Gunner.
Okay.
Spelled how? Spelled too?
GUNNER.
That's hard.
And Brett is just like
swag,
Brett is a fucking online moniker that I've made that was funny and it looked cool. And I was like, you know what? I'm wet, Brett. Right. You know how like you're Flacco?
Well, but yeah, true. But yeah, true.
Flacco.
Yeah, but I feel like people who talk to me like long enough don't even like call me Flacco anymore.
Nah,
that's not true.
Frederick Jala is my real name.
Right. It calls me Fred, but like
no. Do you know what
I'll never call you Fred.
You know where I get that from?
I seen it from like
he like Voldemort up here, but you know,
right?
The point and shoot nigga always be like Frederick Jala is my real name. Like that's like his tag to like every video. It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
Oh my god,
that guy blocked me.
He got a lot of shit going.
Reported me on.
That's been
IG.
an episode of No Jumper News. What's today? Wednesday. So y'all make sure y'all tune in tomorrow, Thursday show. Then on.
Yeah, who's gonna be? Huh?
Who's on with you and Lush?
I invited in Hater World before I learned that him and Brandon got issues, so then I had to like disinvite him.
Who's Hater World?
Hater World is the homie. The niggas got too much beef going on.
I'm ask
That's
Brandon.
the Mexican dude that be beefing with everybody.
Brandon to come.
Yeah, the beard, the goatee.
Yeah, I'm still working on it.
Brandon's out of pocket.
Huh?
Brandon's out of pocket.
I know that Steven wanted to debate Brandon, which I asked him to do, but
Steven don't want to. Steven in here, editor, my little homie Steven.
Yeah, Steven.
He finna do a whole debate.
That's what he said.
Well, not debate, just like conversation. Feel me?
That'd be hard. I can't see Steven doing it, but
no. And he's down.
He's down to do it.
It's just
like full blown on camera debate.
Well, again, not debate, just a conversation, right? Because like I hate the word like debate, right? Because like it feels like with a debate is
you put too much pressure on them niggas.
You can't concede, and right, opposed to like a conversation where we just have a round table discussion. There's no winners. Is exchanging ideas. You feel me? So like hopefully Steven is there. Right, because no, bro, F Nasty, like you should come and talk to Brandon. You feel me? About the riots.
Some nerd.
The riot. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't know.
Some fag, dude.
It's not really a riot. I mean, it's not really a riot. It's more like a protest. Riots, I think, is more when.
Okay, yeah, true that.
Yeah,
facts.
Not really
okay,
riots,
sure.
Bro, this shit's not right.
Yeah. Wait. So, are you pro pro protest or anti the protest?
What do you mean, like if I agree with it?
Yeah.
No, I agree with it 1,000%.
Oh, yeah. Maybe we should. I will call your phone later tonight if we want to do it. Okay?
I mean, not trust me, bro. It's just what people are doing now is good, bro.
Yeah, no, hey.
I'm not saying everybody's intentions there are good, but
I agree that the protest over now again, if the protest is for bro, the way y'all are going about deporting people in terms of
that's just crazy,
right.
Bro.
In terms of raids at the graduations and funerals, to me,
that's
out of pocket. Yeah,
that's out of pocket. That's out
of pocket.
I seen videos, bro, and I get mad at my people too, bro, because I'm like, bro, because I see people fucking filming, right? There's little biceps running around looking for help, full desperately trying to get in somebody's car. Nobody's helping them.
Wow.
I'm like, what the fuck are you fools doing, dog? You fools see little, this fool trying to desperately get away from immigration. Fool, you over here not helping them, dog.
Yeah,
me personally. If I see that shit happening, he's gonna get in my car and we get in a high speed. We're getting in a high speed, dog. It is what it is, fool. It is what it is, dog. I'm not gonna sit there and let an innocent man go to shit because what? Because none of you want to help him? That's bullshit, fool.
Yeah. Wait, do they just have a
No, they're just snatching anybody up that looks illegal to them.
Really?
I swear to God, yeah.
All right, and then they snatch you up. You gotta provide documents and shit or something.
Yeah, but there's been even people born in here they give you a certain amount of time to give you to provide a birth certificate and shit like that. And now you're getting ass deported.
You said they snatched you up or they?
No, they would. They would. If I was down there protesting or some shit, they would fucking arrest my ass and be like.
Oh, that's how they can go to the Home Depot and just find any random nigga.
No, that's what they're doing right now. That's what they've been doing.
Yeah, no, that's fucked up to me. Like that shouldn't be right,
bro. And I don't know.
Right? Because I'm thinking you should have a list of names and pictures.
They're going around low income areas.
Bro, right now they're in my city right now too in East LA. They're there's videos I could show you, bro.
They're literally just posting up in these neighborhoods where they know that there's a larger
that's fucked up, right? Right, because
civilians or whatever population.
Look at that shit. This is
wow.
ICE is blocking the road.
Yes, nigga, and they throw tear gas in that fool's vehicle. That's in my city, fool.
Nah, that's fucked up. Yeah, nah, that shouldn't. Yeah,
fool, they're desperately catching people for for no fucking reason. No meaning behind it. Just because
I'll be real though, bro. Even the people who voted for Trump and is pro deportation, nobody can co-sign. Just going to random places,
it's crazy,
and picking up people without even knowing
your homie is.
Yeah, Brandon.
He's.
I don't think that he's co-signing that part of it, right?
He literally talked about that yesterday a lot.
Yeah.
Right. Wait, because like
he's super with it.
No, he's saying that if they are illegal, that they should be deported. But I'm saying,
and he said and I've heard him said on this actually on Monday. I was on the couch, me, him, and Bro Rogan.
Yeah.
He is saying if you're illegal, it don't matter where the fuck they pick your ass up, your ass should be kicked out the country. He don't care if you're at the church.
But okay,
that's fucked up. That's
fucked up.
So you can come out of somebody's mouth. That's scandalous.
That's why you should debate this.
Yeah,
nigga.
tomorrow there's a show. You should debate the guy.
Because he's like,
well, he hasn't agreed yet, so we should probably ask him first to come on.
Would you be down to debate him? All right, for sure.
Okay, but
he be on point with his facts and shit. So make sure.
I don't know too much about the.
No, all you have to do is argue with logic and like human decency, and you'll win a fucking
you'll have
conversation.
A good debate with him.
Wait, why is it?
You don't need your facts. Bro.
No.
All right, you know what? This is one thing I want to speak on too, bro. Because I mean, it's just probably gonna cause a lot of problems.
Yeah.
And one thing I did get upset about is like the black community where they were like, "This is not your fight. Don't hop them out," type shit.
Well, they're not wrong though, right? Like,
yeah, but when the whole BLM movement was happening, dog, the Mexicans was there helping them fools out, standing right behind them and everything, no questions asked, dog. And this is on one person. Now we got, bro, come on, there was an 8-year-old at fucking court representing himself.
Sure.
At fucking immigration court, a little 8-year-old kid for representing him fucking self, and that's fucked up.
That's everybody fight, but this is the same nigga that said he friends with Derek Chauvin. Or you fucking?
That was crazy.
Let's rewind that.
I did not say
friends.
No, not friends. You support him. You
literally said you supported him,
and you have a huge video coming out in support.
I did like a full deep dive into George Floyd's like criminal history.
All right, cool.
And him pointing a gun at a pregnant like that chick's belly.
All right,
during
has nothing to do with the situation.
No.
Or what happened on that fucking day.
Wait.
All right.
No, sure.
So you sound like one of them white ass dudes that bring up like people past and shit.
Wait, pause though.
Like to convict them of a crime.
Wait. No, what I said was this: just me doing my deep dive into who George Floyd was as a person. And this wasn't like, oh my God, and he changed his life around. No, this nigga was still actually committing crime.
At the end of the day, he's not even what kind of person.
Yeah, right? So, bro, when I just having a mother and sisters and nieces, bro, when I think of somebody who does a home evasion and point a gun to a pregnant lady's belly.
All right, hold on. So let me ask you this. So you had a brother in the same situation, right? Yeah. And he got killed the same way the cops did. So are you going to say the same shit about your brother?
Yeah, facts. Wait. Wait though.
How does it make you fuck with Derek Chauvin?
No. Sure. Wait though. No. Again, what I said was, I support people like Woody and Derek Chauvin.
All right, now explain why you support.
Because they get the criminals off the streets and send them to heaven.
Oh, you's a bitch ass nigga. You sound like a goofy ass nigga.
That's crazy.
Derek Chauvin killed a nigga who pointed a gun to a pregnant lady's belly. I'm not fucking with that nigga, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
Right.
It's not happening. I don't fuck with no nigga who abused women like that, bro. He put a gun. Listen, bro. I've said on this platform and said my cousin who like died, right? After scamming somebody, I said the same thing, nigga. I can't cry for like no nigga like that, right?
Because he scammed somebody?
The nigga just grimy.
Because he scammed somebody, that's what you're saying?
And the person killed him. I'm saying, I can't say, right? Again, I can't say, right, that the person who killed my cousin is wrong, right? After my cousin scammed that nigga.
Yeah, but I don't know. No. That's different, though, because you're saying... But you're making it seem like George Floyd died because of what he did.
No. I'm saying
karma is what you're saying.
Yeah, that George Floyd to me was just one of the biggest pieces of shits I think to ever grace the planet.
How?
He pointed a gun at a pregnant lady's belly. You are a garbage human being. That I'm saying that just based off of that. Hey, bruh, good riddance.
I'd like to know your thoughts on Kyle Rittenhouse.
Huh?
It's just fuck all that. You gotta look at all the people you hang around end up doing a whole bunch of shit that George Floyd do like shit like that. Nigga, Brick Baby we just read Brick Baby paperwork, and there was a whole bunch of shit in there that you said that you can't co-sign. But I'm pretty sure you're about to get on the phone with Kirsten and send him some money or holla at him recently. So you can't call. So Brick Baby's a piece of shit too then.
And he debunked that already though.
What the fuck are we
He
saying?
debunked what?
And all that lies the feds was
What was the lie? What was specific?
Because
you have a whole bunch. All right, so Munchie D's a piece of shit. Because I'm just saying, all your gang member friends, they do shit and get in situations, and they have past lives and shit. So now you're just saying that you can't support anybody who did any type of crime back in the day against anybody, right?
No, I said again.
You said he pointed a gun at
crimes against women and children. To me, is where I draw the line at.
But you just switched it up and said your cousin scammed somebody and that person murdered him. And
exactly.
Now
So you said a scam is enough for you.
And I'm responding back to somebody here asking me if that was your brother and how'd you feel. And I'm saying I've said on the same platform and said that I can't blame my cousin.
You're out of pocket.
Right? I can't blame anybody who got scammed for quite possibly their last dollar and killed a nigga who caused them that much turmoil. Just like...
So for you, it's basically saying, fuck him. That fully got what he deserved.
Facts, right? and bro, again, bro, and I can't mourn a nigga who pointed a gun to a pregnant lady's belly. To me, that's where... Bro, crimes against women and children to me is like, hey, bro.
You was doing crimes against women and children. There's a whole bunch of videos of you threatening people, kids back in the day.
But that's all cap though.
It ain't all cap. Because you admitted to it in the video where you supposedly told one person that you wanted their kid to die or some shit. She tried to sue you and shit. So if we're gonna go off of that logic, then you're a piece of shit, and I shouldn't be sitting next to you. Oh my God.
Wait though, and you've just sat here and repeated at least 5 lies. And comfortably too.
But I mean, they're on the internet.
No, that's a lie though.
And that's another episode.
No, you just said though that
tap in next on Friday. We'll be back.
No.
Tomorrow there's the No Jumper show.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Tap in.
So he just lied for about 10 minutes or so.
Guys.
10 minutes.
Shout out to the crowd.
And now you're ending.